Stay Tuned Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of two possibly intoxicated idiots watching the National Football League.
Welcome everybody to Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy King. That's your good friend Jimbo right over there. Been a while, ain't it been? Huh? What the fuck? First of all, I want to point something out. Jimbo, you're practically glowing. You look so good. Why is that? What has possibly happened? What has changed since we last came on the air?
Christmas gift. I got my bigger smoker. I got typical old man underwear now, and I was like, man, all right, it was a good Christmas. And there was one box still under the tree that my wife was like, no, you can't open until mom comes over for dinner. I was like, okay. I got a new lighting setup.
Dude, it looks better than mine now. That's for sure. You have a warm glow. I have this white chip, plus I have this window back here, which really fucks things up and makes me look green, which is not great. Speaking of green, the Eagles wearing the old school Kelly greens. I see you are appropriately dressed for this game. We have the graphics here showing it perfectly for this game. And yes, we've been gone for a while. I did put the video out there last week. I think it was Tuesday. Kind of trying to explain what the hell's been going on, where the hell we've been. Listen, Stay Tuned Sports. We're contagious. It's been that kind of it's just been that kind of season so far for us. And again, it's no excuse. I'm not trying to say an excuse because our whole thing was always we weren't going to be like that. We weren't going to be like that. We weren't going to be like that. We were always going to try to be better and consistent, and we haven't been. Granted, a lot of issues. Between pneumonia and stuff, and you've got COVID, and my teeth are killing me, and cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. It's just been that kind of. Oh, did we lose the stream already? Oh, come on!
I just want to say something about that quote you just said there from the Ghostbusters. For all the times I've watched the original Ghostbuster movie, this last time I watched it was I think it was last week. It was on. I just realized Annie Potts is the slut of the movie.
Oh, absolutely. No. Yeah, you just realized that?
I totally forgot she was hard on Egon, and then she went to
Rick Moranis, yeah. The Rick Moranis character.
She's a whore.
Yeah, dude, she was a redhead. All redheads are Randy. We know that. Okay, so we seem to have lost the stream already. So, here we go. I think we got it back. All right, so now I'll get it back up into the Discord for you here, so that we can watch along. There we go. All right. We're set, ready to go here now on Stay Tuned Sports. Getting ready here for the Eagles and the Cowboys. It looks like the Cowboys will be receiving first. Cavante Turpin sitting in the back there waiting for the return there in the Lincoln Financial Field, which is all painted up and decked out in the throwback Eagles stuff, which just go back to it, would you? Like, if you want to modernize the wing a little bit and just make fine, whatever, but you got to get the Kelly Green back, man. Kelly Green, silver pants, do it. I hate the Eagles, but at least look good while I hate you. So here we go. There is the kickoff, and that's going to be a dynamic touchback, and the Cowboys will get the ball on the 30. Oh, and by the way, if this stream does end up sounding like a bunch of cokeheads on here, that is not our fault. Again, like I said, we are coming off of a lot of sickness here, so sorry, everybody. We're doing our best.
The Grim Reaper tried to get a 2-for-1 deal, and
I was gonna say, dude, and I was there. I was knocking on the door for a while. I was like, Lord, no one take me now. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the 30. Cooper Rush under center. He's going to take the snap. And he hands it off here. Yeah, it's going to be again about 1. Who is that they got starting for him? Dowdle?
Yeah.
So as we see that, we're getting a look at the Eagles defense. I wish Fox would update their graphics kind of like I do. Instead, we're still looking at this midnight teal setup instead of the beautiful Kelly green that they could have. But just saying.
No, we have a midnight green. There's no teal.
2nd and 9 coming up here for the Cowboys. Rush is in. Shotgun takes the snap back. He's looking to throw. Throws over to his right. Open. Caught. First down, Cowboys. I should have gotten the rosters up here because I don't know who the fuck these people are because I don't watch the Cowboys. So
I was going to say, after CeeDee Lamb, who else? And Turpin.
Yeah, who else do we even have here? Who else do we even know or care about? Let's see here.
Jalen Carter with the big hit on that last play there.
Big hit. But to no effect since, the ball was already gone. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Cowboys, big rush up the middle. Daddle's going to get it down to about 2nd and 1. And the Cowboys have crossed midfield, and they are now in Eagles territory on the Cowboys' 46-yard line. 2nd and 1 coming up. Cowboys 4-1 in their last 5 games after previously going 0-5 in their previous 5 games.
Yeah, but who do they play?
Quite a turnaround. Yeah, you can only play who's in front of you, I suppose.
Yeah.
Hand off. 1st down, Cowboys. Daddle with about the 2-yard run there.
Had him tackle for a loss, Drap. You can't let them go through like that.
The Colts are marching down the field against the Giants already. To be expected. 12:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Cooper Rush now goes up to the line. He's under center. Trips to his right. Tolbert was in motion. Rush looks, throws. That's going to be caught by Tolbert. And that's going to be a gain of about 8.
These guys are wide open.
Wide open here for the Cowboys so far. This looks like a different team. Even without CeeDee Lamb on here, it looks like a different team.
Well, you don't have that diva mentality.
Hamster in the chat. Welcome back, Hamster. It is a Christmas miracle. We are indeed back here. And Hamster also says Eagles going to lose. So, listen, you can't say anything because Jimbo says Eagles going to lose all the time, too. He's the most pessimistic fan I've ever met outside of, Frank Fleming. So,
I even picked Dallas to win this game.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So did I, but I was picking the opposite. Oh, big throw down the field. It was going for Brandon Cooks, incomplete. No flag thrown. There's a lot of hand checking there, but I say good no call from the ref. Let the boys play. As we see him going down the field. And both were looking at the ball, too. So, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good football. Oh, boy, he did have a handful of fucking jerseys. Wait a minute. I may retract my fucking statement.
I don't know.
I may retract my statement.
The Cowboys receiver had stick him on his jersey, and our guy couldn't get it off of it.
Dear sweet Lord. That was... I was like, let him... Oh, yes! Picked off! Intercepted by the Eagles! Down to the 50, to the 45, 40, 35, 30. He's gone! He's gone. Ain't nobody touching him.
That's our rookie.
And that is a touchdown from CJ GJ for the Eagles. And just like that, the Eagles, after the Cowboys were putting together a hell of a drive, they get the pick 6 on Cooper Rush. After there should have been pass interference on the previous play.
I don't know.
But just too high of a throw. CJ jumped up, got it, and it was off to the races.
Now just go out to the sidelines. Don't dance. Don't party because you'll get a personal foul.
Yeah, don't be an asshole. You'll get an absolutely legitimate personal foul penalty like he had. Extra point up and good. Hey! Is Elliott still your kicker?
Mm-hmm.
That's surprising. That really is surprising to me. But
we're hoping last week when he finally nailed the 150-yarder, may have got off the schneid there. So.
Maybe. We'll see. But just like that, opening drive for the Cowboys was looking... I'll tell you what, you were even a little worried. The Cowboys looking good in that opening drive. But just like that, fortunes can change, and they did there for the Cowboys as the Eagles go ahead up 7-0 on a pick 6 from CJ GJ, which are now just showing over on the Red Zone channel. So we have that there. Let me see if I can update this.
And also take that hamster.
You're saying take that hamster, but you made the same pick.
Yeah, but I didn't talk shit about them losing.
Tampa Bay up 7-0, by the way, over Carolina, just to give you another little score update there. And everybody else, as far as I can see, is still nothing. Burping up some oranges. By the way, I got a Christmas present from the parents. Was a Magic Bullet mini juicer. So very nice. The lovely wife Jackie, she decided we tested it out. They also, by the way, this is my parents. By the way, not only did they get us the mini juicer, they then also wrapped up a bag of oranges as the side gift for it. It was like, oh, okay, very good. It comes out more like a smoothie because the way it kind of it's more of a sieve. It doesn't push it through. It kind of like grinds it and everything like that. But so it's a little foamy, but it's really good. Giants get a pick against the Colts down inside the 5-yard line. So the Giants and Eagles kind of trying to copy each other here. Giants clearly. Oh boy, what a pick too! Holy shit! Belton.
So they have nothing else to mess up, so they're trying to mess up getting the first overall.
Again, you can't mess up a first round pick. As long as you still have Shane and Dayball, it doesn't fucking matter. And not only that, there's nobody really like. There's not a franchise-changing player, I don't think, or quarterback. And the Giants need a quarterback, 100%. And I like Travis Hunter and everything like that. But if I'm the Giants and I do have the number one pick, I'm selling it. I'm putting it up for auction. Highest bidder, get the biggest haul you can. Get good players. Have somebody trade a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of their picks, a whole bunch of their players. See what you can pull for that, and fucking pull it. Look what I mean. I think that would be the play for the Giants, but you have to have the right GM in place. You have to have the right people in place in order to do that. Don't give Shane that option.
Shane made a smart decision of not paying Barkley. Obviously, that did work out for them.
Well, and this is the thing. When it goes back to all of it, it's not that he didn't pay Saquon. It starts when he didn't give Daniel Jones the fifth-year rookie option. Because then that put everything into motion where, okay, Daniel Jones had a career year. Well, now, fuck. What do we do? Is this our guy? Is he the guy? Because in 2022, looked like the guy. Saquon was healthy all year. Oh, shit. Now we got to pay two guys. Now it's like this. We build on this. How are we going to do all this? So they did that. Then he didn't do anything with the offensive line other than draft Evan Neal. Great job. By the way, did you see that block in the Falcons game that he had last week where he just kind of fell over? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's so bad. So from the 30-yard line after the dynamic touchback, the Cowboys are going to try the second drive to not throw an interception. And they do that by handing off to Dowdle. And Dowdle's going to get about 3 yards on the carry. 2nd and 7 coming up here. But yeah, like every pick that Shane has made has been a terrible fucking pick. So sorry for the sirens in the back. I do live in a shitty goddamn town, so there's always crime. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Cooper Rush under center. It's going to be another handoff here, and that's going to be a first down for the Cowboys. Or very close to it. Turpin with the carry. And indeed, they're saying he's just short. So QB sneak from Cooper Rush, and it looks like he's just over the line, and that will be a first down for the Cowboys. Hamster says, I should go slap you, Jimbo. Let me see if I can. Damn. I lack the ability of quantum tunneling, so I can't quite. Although, did you see that? The Google's Willow AI computer with the quantum computing is apparently pulling in information from other multiverses, and it's kind of proved the whole. Dude, we're fucked. We're absolutely fucked. 1st and 10. Cooper Rush, play action, throws deep down the field. Nobody open. Incomplete. Boy, those sirens are still going, huh? What the fuck is going on? By the way, happy birthday, Mama King. This is Mama King's birthday. So I just want to go ahead and put that out there. I know she's not watching. I would hope not. I curse a lot on here. So I certainly hope she's not watching this. But if you are, or if somebody is, go wish Mama King a happy birthday. Thank you so very much. 2nd and 10 from just inside the 40-yard line. Cooper Rush again back, throws. That's high throw again, but brought down and caught for a first down.
There's a flag on that one.
What flag? The only flag was that his receivers are gonna pull all their oblique muscles trying to catch the goddamn balls that he's throwing 30 feet up in the air.
Whoop! Look, 5 yards downfield, he pushed them.
Stop it. That's only payback for the fact that, on the previous play, jersey like this on your receiver, on the Cowboys receiver. So let's be honest. Don't make me defend the Cowboys, Jimbo. Do not make me do this. Big hole he just got tripped up. But again, I don't think he was touched by somebody. Ooh. Turpin gets up. He gets a little rowdy. He gets a little mouthy. Looks like he's trying to start a fight with the exciting whites there in the backfield.
You had one good run. Shut up and go back to your huddle.
Tripped over his own players, too. So that's why he was able to get up and keep running. Oh, that's why he pushed on the back of his head. Old Cooper DeJean there. Dijon
trying to get up. It's just that his helmet was in the way.
Raiders just scored a touchdown. They're going to be up 7-0 against the Saints. Pitch back to Dowdle. Dowdle stopped his feet. That's the one thing you don't want to do. And I think he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Huff with the stop. That's disappointing as a Giants fan, classically, to see the name Huff on an Eagles jersey. But Hamster in the chat, he says, I was going to bet today, but most of the games had 95 to 95% money on the same teams, and I was like, Vegas is going to screw everybody. You always want to stay away from the games that have all the money on one team. That's just not, I'm not saying Vegas is going to screw anybody. I'm just saying you probably don't want that. 2nd down and 10, and that's going to be a gain of maybe half a yard on that. So the Cowboys, again, kind of stalling here. 3rd and 9 coming up. He also says, go Panthers. Falcons could clinch today. We beat both of y'all's trash teams this year. LOL. Beating the Giants is not something to be proud of. Just saying. I'm just putting it out there. That's not a gotcha, 3rd and 9. Cooper Rush is in shotgun. My tooth is really starting to fuck with me right now. Cooper Rush steps back, looks, throws, caught! First down, and it looks like the Cowboys are getting close to the red zone now. Oh, my goodness. Oh, as long as he's got to stop throwing these fucking passes, though. We do have a flag, however, though, and it's holding on the Cowboys.
No, on Philly.
Oh, on Philly. It is on Philly. Sorry. That's my bad. That's my mistake. So we have our first flag of the game. Although it is declined, they will take the yardage clearly on the play. But in case you're new here and you don't understand, yes, we count all flags thrown, not just accepted penalties. If the flag is on the field, we count the motherfucker. So here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Cowboys at the 12-yard line. Handoff. Gets down to the 5. Does Dowdle. 2nd down coming up here for the Cowboys as they are threatening to tie this game after the CJGJ pick 6 on the previous drive. Cowboys have 100 total yards of offense. The Eagles, of course, the offense hasn't hit the field yet, so they have 0.
Back-to-back weeks, our defense doesn't look good.
And that's it. The Cowboys have just been kind of moving the ball at will. Outside of one mistake by Cooper Rush, the Cowboys have looked very good in this game so far. 2nd and 3, and that is going to go nowhere. Zeke Elliott in the game loses a bunch of yards for the Cowboys.
Ojomo.
Major Domo? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Ojo Domo? Jobo Obo Dobo?
We are so weird.
Oh, the Raiders didn't score. The Red Zone showed me they scored. Oh, Red Zone lies. Red Zone, bunch of liars.
Just like 7 hours of free, no commercials.
No commercial football. Yeah, they changed that. He doesn't say that anymore now.
Yeah.
Cooper Rush on 3rd and 7. Steps, throws, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. But we have, ladies and gentlemen, laundry on the field. We got ourselves a flag, and it looks like it's going to be going against the Eagles. And it is indeed. It's going to be going against the Eagles. It's going to be holding. Again, defensive holding on the Eagles. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down. So it's actually half the distance to the goal because of where the Cowboys were. But
can't be doing that.
Mistakes. Let's take a look here and see.
Oh,
yeah,
on.
That's good. When you have a player,
I mean, I could flail my arms around too and flop around.
Hey, if you sell it, you sell it. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. Cooper Rush steps back. Fade. Cut. Touchdown. Cowboys. Tolbert with the catch. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game up at 7s here at Lincoln Financial Field. Kenny Pickett has yet to touch the field.
That was our rookie cornerback, too.
He's playing like a rookie. I don't know. He was all over him. He didn't even look back. That could have been interference, too. If I were so inclined. But here we go. Extra point for the Cowboys. Snap, hold, kick did a little fucking snake charmer there. But it does get through. And we have ourselves a tie game here. 7-7 Cowboys over the Eagles. Boy, my possession highlighter hasn't had to change at all. The Cowboys have had the ball this entire time. The Colts get the ball back apparently against the Giants. They're still deep in Giants territory and have not been able to do anything with it. So this is just suck versus suck in that game.
Then we got Joe Flacco starting there too.
Yes, because but between him and Anthony Richardson, it's a fucking toss-up of who sucks more. Let's see. Vegas gets the field goal again. Yeah, apparently they pulled that touchdown off the board, so it's only 3-0 Vegas over the Saints. Carolina and Tampa Bay tied at 7. Jacksonville with a 3-0 lead on Tennessee. Buffalo with a 7-0 lead on the Jets. And the Colts, they get a field goal, and they take a 3-0 lead over the New York Football Giants. Hampshire says, well, did you all have a good Christmas? It's only day 5 of Christmas. People don't realize the 12 days of Christmas start on the 25th. I had a fairly good Christmas. Up at the parents, visited them. Saw everybody, saw all the family that I wanted to see. There's some family that I definitely don't want to see. And I didn't have to see them, so that's great. That's a good thing. But saw all the family I wanted to see. And it was a fun time. It was what it was. I got a juicer out of the deal. It's pretty good. You get a juicer. It's pretty fun. And it was more. It's not about what you get. It's just about when you get to an old man situation like myself. It's the family that matters. Will you shut the fuck up with the sirens? I'm trying to broadcast over here. What are we doing? Quiet.
Yes.
Quiet on the set.
As far as I go, I had a good Christmas as well. Christmas Eve, kind of threw like a little small family get together. Had my uncle pay his debt. He's a Steelers fan.
I did see that picture. Ooh, that's rough. I'd never make that bet because I would never pay it off. So
the wife took the picture, and then after she got done taking the picture, he said, "I'll give you a thumbs up for this one." And it wasn't the thumb.
No. I didn't see that picture. I didn't see that picture. That one did not make the editorial cut, I don't think.
And then actually just the 27th, Friday, got my sister gave birth to another niece.
There is now that's quite the Christmas present, I would say, for your sister, for yourself, for the whole family there. Congratulations, by the way, to Alice and the new kid. Oh, we got a kickoff here. And it's going to be a returnable one. Eagles going to bring it up to the 30, to the 35. A little bit of a stumble down to the 39-yard line, and the Eagles will start off with good field position.
I think the Eagles defense was like, please get tackled. Please get tackled. We need a break.
We need something, please.
Here comes the...
That would have been hilarious if they ran it back, scored on that, and the Eagles are up 14-7, and Kenny Pickett hasn't touched the field yet. It's like, this is the way we're going to have to win, boys. So here we go. Kenny Pickett takes the team onto the field. We'll finally get to switch the possession highlighter over to the Eagles and their lovely throwback logo I have up here because I know what I'm doing. And before we can even start, we got ourselves a flag. And that's going to be a false start over on the Eagles, moving back 5 yards. So before you even start, you got 1st and 15.
It's the Kenny Pickett effect.
Well, it was big number 68 there, whoever the hell that is. He seems to be the guilty party.
It's Mulata, but they said it was Lane Dickerson, the right guard.
So here we go, 1st and 15. Kenny Pickett takes a snap, back throws, incomplete. A.J. Brown, the intended receiver. 2nd and 15 coming up. Kenny Pickett tells everybody that we should all join together as one in unity and peace these holiday season.
$77 is a big boy.
Well, Hamster, I mean, what an uplifting message that is in the chat. Thank you so very much. We went from Kenny Pickett takes the ball, throws it out of bounds on 2nd and 15. It's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Eagles. Hamster, you can't go from, those jerseys are great. By the way, I had a bunch of people in my family die, so it's really bad. Like, you can't do that. That's an emotional fucking roller coaster, man. Don't do that to us. My God. We love you. We love you, man. We really do. And we missed you messing with us. We missed the bants. We missed the banter between you, between everybody in here, whether it's ELS, Pecan, all the regs, Crafty Southpaw. We do miss everybody, and we're very sorry to disappoint everybody with the inconsistency that we've had with the live streams, with the regular shows, the uploads, all that other stuff. So we're hopefully going to get back on track here. Hey, Notre Dame, New Year's Day.
And I'm off the next day.
There we go. There we go. So here we go, 3rd and 15, and that's going to be nowhere near a first down. Looks like you got about 5 yards. So it's going to be 4th and 10, and the Eagles are going to have to punt on their first offensive possession. Jimbo, your thoughts on the Kenny Pickett effect?
This is exactly what I was expecting. He's not a bad quarterback. So I'm not bashing him. It's just I don't think he's right for this system. It's an RPO system. I just don't think he can run the RPOs.
Can I just say something too? Tyrone Tracy is now gotten into the spot of one of the players I'll keep on the Giants. Dexter Lawrence, Malik Neighbors, Banks, and now Tyrone Tracy you can stay too, as he just pulled off about a 50-yard run for the Giants. Fucking sirens!
A few games I watched with the Giants. I mean, he always did stand out to me.
Dude, he's played so well this year. And again, one of the things that has pissed me off about Brian Daboll is that he's been trying to push Singletary because he knows Singletary and coached him in Buffalo when he was up there. And it's like Tyrone Tracy's the guy. Let him run. And he'd still try to push Singletary. Yeah. But yeah, no, let's get rid of Daniel. Daniel Jones was the biggest problem. As we can see with the Giants, look at the win streak we went on after we got rid of Daniel Jones. I mean, he was clearly the biggest problem the Giants had. Clearly. Yeah, right?
I mean, Drew Lock has been playing better.
Not better than Daniel. Better than ass? Yeah, I think maybe a little bit, but we'll see here. 3rd and 14 coming up for the Giants now at the 31-yard line of the Colts. Lock throws. He gets that to Malik Neighbors. And Malik Neighbors, he stays on his feet. Oh, Neighbors, he gone. Touchdown Giants. Malik Neighbors. That's why you get to stay. Malik, I understand you got a touchdown, and first of all, that's a goofy-ass dance. Don't do that. But second of all, don't fucking dance. I mean, look at that. Hamster in the chat says Giants scored. Yes, we just did. I did see that. Thank you very much, Hamster, for the update. But look at Malik Neighbor. Look at you go. Hey, try to make sure that you still stay on the team and we don't get rid of you after a rookie deal. Oh, I mean, I think Malik Neighbors is good. I don't think he's not a Kadarius Toney.
No,
he's not a Kadarius Toney.
Sometimes.
What's that?
He talks like him sometimes, like in his post-game conferences or whatever you want to call them.
No, because you can understand what he says. Kadarius, you never could have N-word, N-word, Malik, not Malik, Kadarius. Like that, the only thing you could understand from Kadarius was the expletives. That's the only thing you could understand from him. Like those live videos, his Instagram lives were legendary. Love those. Always trying to shit on a Giants fan. It's like, it's not us, buddy. It's not. The thing that sucks, the thing that's really sad, that I hate, that's a real kind of drag on everything, is that Kadarius Toney gets a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. So.
Did he play in the Super Bowl?
Yes, he did. I think he had a punt return to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The championship game, they benched him. Healthy scratched.
Last year they scratched him for the whole thing.
Okay, maybe that's
the year before. He had like a punt return that was crucial in their Super Bowl win. So here we go. 4:29 remaining in the first quarter. Cowboys 7, Eagles 7. Cooper Rush, they're back at the 9-yard line after a face mask penalty against the Cowboys on the punt return. Incomplete pass on first down, 2nd and 10 coming up here.
Devontae Smith looks like he's a little banged up.
I see him. He's kind of grabbing his wrist there. Might have a little bit of a wrist injury. Not something you want if you're the Eagles going into the playoffs here. I know you're trying to fight for a number 1 seed or anything like that, but right now, try to keep it where it is. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Cooper Rush again. Back in shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Dowdle. Dowdle, he's going to get a couple yards, about 4 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and about 6. Coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. Looking to go ahead and convert, get some more space, and maybe get another drive going here, as they've had a couple of good drives already. The one ending on the pick 6, unfortunately, for Dallas. But the last drive, again, another just masterful, cutting down the field against this Eagles defense and able to score. That's interesting, Hamster. I'll say that, and right after this play, we'll touch on that in a second. Again, it's another handoff to Dowdle. Ooh, he's going to end up just about 1.5 yards short of the first down, and the Cowboys are going to have to punt. Hamster in the chat says that Shedeur Sanders had Giants cleats in his locker room yesterday. Somebody tipping their hand, maybe? Or somebody, is there tampering going on?
He's been flip-flopping all season. Like when the Raiders had the number 1 overall draft pick.
They were talking about how he wants to play in Vegas and do all that kind of stuff. Listen, if I'm Dion, I keep him away from the Giants. I'm sorry. His whole thing is about make sure his son has the right place to go and doing that. I keep him away from the Giants.
Yeah.
So here we go. 4th and 2 coming up here. And the Cowboys are going to punt the ball away. Kick is up, and it is away. Punt gets all the way down to about the 36-yard line. Eagles going to try to get a return out of this. And they are going to get it to the 37, but no further. And that is where they will start their second offensive drive. Saquon did really not do anything on that first drive. Let's see if they decide to, hey, let's take the ball out of Kenny Pickett's hands. Crazy idea, guys. Just hear me out. Take the ball out of Kenny Pickett's hands and put it into the hands of maybe the MVP candidate that we have. Maybe, perhaps, just a little bit, possibly. Maybe do that. Maybe that will work. Maybe. I think that might be the way to go.
140 between this week and next week to break the record. So this would be the perfect time to lean on him because Kenny Pickett's not going to be the answer for this game.
Listen, to be fair, he could get 280 against the Giants. So
That's true.
But I have a question. After yesterday's games that we watched, I got a question I want to pose to you here as we're in a commercial break waiting for the Eagles to take over on their second offensive drive. Do you now, or would you, I would say, consider putting Joe Burrow in the MVP conversation?
I think he should be up there, but I forget who said it yesterday. Unfortunately, his record is what's gonna hold him back from getting it, which sucks because it's not.
It's the It's that Bengals defense that has cost them games.
Yeah.
It's not him.
Yeah,
They've done everything to win games.
Putting up the yards.
Yeah, I mean, and he's put up historical numbers.
Yeah.
Like what? After yesterday's game, that was his 8th straight game of, I believe, what was it, over 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns or 2 plus touchdowns. I think it was either 3 or 250 yards passing and at least 2 touchdowns, or 300 yards passing and at least 2 touchdowns for 8 straight games. Yeah. Like something ridiculous. And again, yesterday I think he ended up with 400 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like, and that's what I mean. You look at those games that he's having, like these. It's a historical run for him. He's if the Bengals had the same record as the Ravens, it wouldn't even be a question, I think, of who the MVP is.
Yeah.
And it's just that their defense wasn't able to stop anybody all year. And even so, Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and Jamar Chase have willed the Bengals still to be in the playoff race. And they still. My thought on it is, if the Bengals do make the playoffs, if somehow the Broncos lose to the Chief Scrubs, and the Bengals beat the Steelers, which is possible. In my mind, if that happens, if the Bengals make the playoffs, Joe Burrow has to be the MVP. He has to be. He is at that point the most valuable player to his team.
Yeah.
So here we go. 1st and 10, Eagles hand the ball off to Saquon, and he's going to get about 2 yards. Second and 8. They're going to say second and long 7 here for the Eagles. 2:31, 2:30, 2:29 now remaining here in the first quarter. If you're watching along with us, and if you are, thank you so very much. Hamster asks if we're going to watch the Falcons tonight. I'm not sure. We'll see how we feel after this one. Again, we're both still kind of recovering a little bit here, but I wanted to make sure that we did get back on here for that. So, like I said, we still kind of sound like, all this kind of nonsense here. So, trying to feel better for everybody out there. So, again, we'll see. We'll see how we feel. We'll see what we're doing like that, but we did want to get back out on here. And what better way than with a big rivalry game with the Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles win this game, they clinch the division. It's that simple. Eagles win. They are NFC East champions and will pretty much, I think, lock up the 2nd seed.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not going to be either the Falcons, Buccaneers, or Rams that are going to have a better record than them. So if they win, they're going to be the number 2 seed, and they'll get at least 2 home games in the playoffs. Depending.
We technically, mathematically have, I think they said, like a 2% chance of getting the number 1 seed. But
yes, you still have a chance for the 1 seed, but you lock up the 2 seed. Yeah. You couldn't finish any lower than 2 if you win today, so that's not bad. But if you lose, and then Washington wins today, then it gets dicey. Then it gets a little dicey.
And it gets a little loud when the Giants beat us next week.
Oh, dude. What, Malik Neighbors goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns? Come on, that'd be great. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Eagles. Kenny Pickett, under center, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Saquon, and he is not going to get there. It's going to be 4th and about 1.5 yards to go.
Let's see if Sirianni's going to steer it. Nope, it
looks like he's sending the punt unit out there.
He needs to shape his head again, get that mojo back.
So Kenny Pickett in 2 drives has not been able to move the Eagles. They have not been playing well offensively, at least anyway. Is that all Kenny Pickett? Again, as we saw, the Saquon did not do too much on that series either. So, or the first 2 series. So, We will see. But the punt is away, and the Eagles are indeed punting it. And that is going to go into the end zone for a touchback, so the Cowboys will get it at the 20-yard line.
That's kind of shitty. Hoping to pin them back there, but now.
Yeah, no, you got to get a good punter. McAfee's probably very upset. He's very sad. Checking in on the red zone, we see the Buccaneers. They're up 10-7 on the Carolina Panthers. Buccaneers trying to stay alive for the playoffs, as I believe winning the division is going to be their only road in. Third and 2. And they're going to rush for a first down. They are at the 50-yard line. And the Buccaneers keep their drive going there with Bucky Irving with the rush. Carolina have been playing a lot better, this second half of the year since Bryce Young got in. They upset the Cardinals last week, eliminated the Cardinals from the playoffs. The Cardinals, again, played well yesterday in the second half anyway. The first half, they were not great. That was a punt fest yesterday. That was boring. But second half, the Cardinals came back, made it the game, looked better in that second half, but could not get the upset over the Rams. So the Rams now have all but locked up the division. It depends on what happens with some of the games today. I know there's a couple, they need a result of at least 2.5 teams to win of a group of 5 teams in order to clinch based on a strength of schedule tiebreaker with the Seahawks. So if that happens, the Rams can clinch the division today without even playing, which is kind of cool. Checking on some of the other games, Jaguars still up 3-0 and they're driving up on the Titans. Buffalo 7-0 over the Jets. As we mentioned, Giants up on Indianapolis 7-3. Vegas still with a 3-0 lead over New Orleans. And that is all the 1 o'clock games. Because again, there was a lot of games. We've had 6 games already happen this week. We had the 2 on Christmas. We had Thursday Night Football, which we shan't talk about it again.
Was that the Bears game?
Listen, you said the Bear game. The Seahawks are not getting off the hook that easy for me either, because they sucked too.
Yeah.
That was atrocious football from both teams. So,
yeah. And the funny part was when I saw it, because I was thinking about messaging you about maybe doing it, because
I was still up at the Folks, so I didn't have access to anything.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, Seattle just gonna blow them out. Woke up the next morning, I was like, holy shit.
Not only didn't they blow them out, but it was apparently just the worst game. I actually didn't watch it. I believe I was actually I watched A Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story with my wife. She wanted to watch that. Which, by the way,
how was it?
Awful fucking movie.
Was it? Because wasn't that the Mama Kelsey movie?
Yes, she was in there. There was a couple of cameos from Chiefs players too and stuff like that. Awful movie. Maybe the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. Wooden doesn't even begin. It was bad. 2nd and 3 coming up here for the Cowboys. Dowdle, he's going to get a gain of about 1.5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Cowboys, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter as the clock ticks down. But yeah. Whoa. I've seen better acting in porn movies. It was that bad. Oh, it was bad.
Was that a Hallmark?
It was a Hallmark movie, so I guess you have to look at it in the context of what it is.
Yeah.
But even by Hallmark movie standards, boy, was it bad. Not good. It was poor Ed Begley Jr. It looks like they just kind of wheeled him out there and just read what's on the paper, Ed. And it's okay. There's what we talk about. Okay. It's like, come on, man. Ed Begley Jr. You were in Transylvania 65000. Now you're doing this. My God. So bad. But yeah, no. So it was. Here's the thing. It was bad enough that Jackie was making fun of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she started Mystery Science Theatering it along with me because I tried my best to hold off on it because
Yeah.
I know she wanted to watch it and it's all that. So Chief's love story. I want to say okay, fine. That being said, I still think that was a better use of times than watching the Bears and Seahawks. By far, I feel like I was probably more entertained watching that than I would have been watching the Bears and Seahawks. I firmly believe that.
Wow.
Did our stream go down again? Looks like it did. Okay, so we got to fix the stream again. Well, at least it happened in between a quarter.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead. Let's reload this up. Let's see if we can get this popped up back here. And it seems to be a bit of a...
he watched the movie too, and it lasted about 10 minutes and turned it off.
Dude, it was a unique viewing experience. I'll just say that. It was something. It was something. All right, I got to try to find maybe another stream here because that one seems to be dead. So let's see. What other one can we do here? Like that. No, we don't need volume. No, that's what we don't need. Oh, why is this one doing that? I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, let's see here. Back here, let's get this on the screen for you before and we're back and ready to go before the next play even starts. Look at that. That's professionalism right there, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. 3rd and 1. Cowboys, they do get the first down. Gain of about 4 from Dowdle. And that's it. Yeah, they start off the second quarter how they started off all the other ones. Well, this whole game. The Cowboys have been moving the ball fairly well this entire game.
Yeah.
If I'm an Eagles fan, which thank God, by the grace of God, I'm not. But if I was an Eagles fan, I would be a little concerned.
Oh, I'm already, even before kickoff, I was concerned. Especially with this defense. I just don't know what happened. What's chop block?
Dowdle with a gain of about 3.5 yards, but there is indeed a flag down. That'll be the 4th flag of the game for us here. Let's see what the call is. It is holding against the Cowboys. 10-yard penalty. Those are drive killers, man.
Yep.
Those 10-yard penalties are absolute drive killers. Giants with another touchdown. Darius Slayton. And the Giants are up 14-3 over the Indianapolis Colts. Which I'm sure there's some Giants fans out there so upset. So upset. We're going to ruin our draft pick. Oh, my God. You know how I feel about draft picks. Especially this year. There's no like last year where there was a lot of good quarterback picks. There's not many. People are talking about, oh, we're going to get Cam Ward. Oh, we're going to get Shedeur Sanders. Neither one of them strike me as franchise-changing quarterbacks. I'm sorry, they don't. Nothing about... If you watched any Miami games this year, any Hurricane games, Cam Ward was not like, oh, boy, can't miss prospect.
Yeah. I mean, if you were like picking like in the high 20s, maybe.
Maybe. But here we go. 1st and 20 now. And that's going to be about a 10-yard gain caught there by number 81, who I got to look to draft the roster up because I don't watch the Cowboys, so I don't care. That's Jonathan Mingo. Hey, Mingo.
Oh, yeah, that all-in trade that Jerry Jones did.
Yeah. Did you hear that, like, he's actually debating bringing back McCarthy?
That would be such a Jerry Jones.
Such a Jones move. 2nd and 8, actually. So it was about a 12-yard gain on the play to Mingo. There's a play, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. So from 1st and 20 to 3rd and 1. This Cowboys offense is just carving up the Eagles here.
And it's both aspects, running it and passing it.
I was going to say this is with how the Eagles defense played in the last 8-9 games. This is surprising. Well, I take away the Panthers. Take away that Panthers game. Cowboys. They're going to take a timeout here before the 3rd and 1. They want to make sure they get the. They took a timeout already. When did they do that? They're down to 1 timeout already. So I've been missing timeouts. So we're back in form. I'm already missing the timeouts. There we go. So we have that set and locked, ready to go. All right. So the timeouts are right. Buffalo still with a 7-0 lead over the Jets. You figured they'd have more at this point, but they do not. But boy, Breece Hall with a big run now for the Jets as they are getting ready to break into Buffalo territory.
Do you have the possession thing for the Eagles-Cowboys game?
What's that?
You have the possession marker for the...
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Cowboys. It's on the Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
I changed the possession marker is the highlighter. If you see, it's like highlighted around the frame.
Oh, okay, I see it.
See,
okay.
yeah, see, it's a little. See here, watch. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it where you can see it. I'm gonna switch it over to the Eagles quickly, just so you can see. Little demonstration. I was like, oh, it's highlighted. I do because I was trying to find a way to do it better than just having the football.
Yeah.
So as I do more of this, I'm going to work on like next year's scoreboard's probably going to look different than this year's, but we'll see. You know, I tinker again. The scoreboard as it is now is so much different than what it was when we started the year. So it's everything that we do here is a work in progress, believe it or not. But the Cowboys were not able to convert on a 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. They're going to have to punt, and so guess what? We got to switch over to the Eagles' possession anyway. There we go. By the way, that touchdown catch for Darius Slayton and the Giants, in which he caught the touchdown, his first catch since week 5.
Jesus.
Yeah, Daniel Jones was the problem.
Danny Dimes was the problem.
So let me see here. All right, I'm actually looking right now on Twitter to see if I can find like any Giants reactions to the fact that we're winning 14-3, and have people be like, "Oh no."
So as far as this game is it going as you expected, or?
I thought the Cowboys would be game. But again, with CD Lamb out and with some, you have Cooper Rush and all the other stuff, I figured like it would be, the Cowboys would be like plucky and they'd still be out there, but the Eagles would generally be ahead most of the game and pull away. And even with Pickett in there. And that's not happened. And I think, like you said, the Eagles defense, again, they've gotten a couple stops now. So that's good. And they do have the pick 6. But there are worrying signs because the Cowboys, for a lot of the game, have been able to move the ball against them. Even if they haven't scored, even if a drive stalled, they've been able to move the ball. So, and again, they had a 1st and 20 and got it to a 3rd and 1. Now, they didn't convert on a 3rd and 1, but you gave up 19 and a half yards when you had them back on a holding penalty, 1st and 20, and they gained 12 of those on 1st down. Like, it's a concern. If I'm an Eagles fan, I'm concerned.
And yeah, I mean, offensively with Philly, like, they got to figure out something because come 4th quarter, if it's still 7-7, Dallas is going to pull away because that defense is just going to be spent being on the field all this time.
By the way, Malik Neighbors is now over 1,000 yards receiving for the season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good for him. Jesus, total yards, 139 Cowboys. Eagles only have 12.
12. Time of possession, 14 minutes, 10 seconds for the Cowboys, 1 minute 50 for the Eagles. Jesus. Kenny Pickett throws on first down, caught for about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 come up. Smith with the catch.
We need to get a first down. Just give that
Was it Devontae with the wrist that looked like it was hurt, or was that all right? So the wrist seems to be fine for now. 2nd and 5 coming up here now. As I called, see, look at that. My eyes are good. Kenny Pickett grew up in South Jersey, big Eagles fan. Now wearing the Kelly Greens.
What the fuck was that?
What was that?
The hell was that? Did he throw the ball but then ran into his own player or something?
No, he did like a weird pirouette thing. Like, oh, that's what happened. His arm got hit, but then he tried to.
What? Jesus Christ.
Oh, Kenny, what was that?
This sums up
no!
how this game's going to be with Kenny Pickett as our quarterback.
There was a flag on the field. I don't know what they
look,
called. Did they call it against the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Holding.
Oh, Jesus.
They called that
He got in his way.
against the Cow. That should have been OPI, to be honest.
I didn't see no push off.
That's terrible. So on that, whatever Kenny Pickett play that was, the Cowboys still end up with a first down after the 5-yard holding penalty and automatic first down.
That was like the backup version of the tuck rule.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to tuck, but then he tried to tuck his whole body. Like it was. Oh, 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Eagles.
Hurry up.
Oh, that one's going on a highlight. Yeah, play clock to 1, play clock at 0. They do just get it off. Kenny Pickett back to throw. That's going to be, again, caught by Saquon Barkley for a gain of about 6 yards. So the Cowboys are moving the ball here. The Eagles are moving the ball. I said Cowboys, I think. I'm still sick. My brain is what it is. My brain is what it is. 2nd and 3. Kenny Pickett. He's going to be in shotgun.
Hand the ball off.
Hands the ball off to Saquon. And Saquon gets about 1 yard. Maybe 2. Depends on where they decide to mark it, where he fell. So we've got either 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Eagles.
Hurry up offense.
That's going to be a handoff to Saquon, and he gets a good 6 yards on the carry. That's going to be a first down as the Eagles are down to their own 48-yard line. Tampa Bay, they get another touchdown, and they're about to go up 20-7 on the Carolina Panthers. Just an update from there. Again, Tampa Bay needs to win to stay alive in the NFC South.
I'm pulling for them. I'd like to see Baker.
I like Baker. I like Baker, and I like that Buccaneers team. I just do. I like Mike Evans. I like Cade Otton. I like Bucky Irvin. I just like that team. I just do. From the 49, Kenny Pickett on 1st and 10 throws in the backfield screen to Saquon. Saquon trying to dance and do whatever, but he's going to lose a shit ton of yardage.
Terrible pass. That might have been considered a run.
That almost looked like a 10-yard loss on that. I don't know if they're going to give him forward progress anywhere, but that looked. I think he reestablished himself. So that's a hell of a loss. What's going to be an official mark here? 2nd and 16.
Not good for this offense.
Colts get a field goal against the Giants, by the way, so it's 14-6 now. 2nd and 16. Kenny Pickett, he's going to have to make some moves, or maybe they just hand it off. No, he's going to pass. He's going to throw. He throws over to his right. That's going to be caught. Setting up a 3rd and 9. A.J. Brown with the catch.
A little more manageable, but still long.
3rd and 9 is still very long. Yeah, under normal circumstances, still very long. Ice is ready. I miss saying that. I miss doing it. Eagles are 1 for 3 on third down conversions today, but they've only had like 3 opportunities. So Kenny Pickett, he's got all day to throw. Throws down the field. Did he catch that? What a catch. Calcutta with the catch there. I know it's Calcaterra, but still.
And that ref had a good angle to look at. So
yeah, a great one-handed catch. Pulls it in. That's exactly what the Eagles needed at this point. If you're an Eagles fan, that's what you've been looking for. That's what you needed. They're going to go then immediately run it. Here with Saquon, he's going to get about 2 yards on that run. 2nd and 8 coming up here.
Calcaterra is very underrated on this team as our backup tight end.
I was going to say, when you lost Goddard. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking Gadecki for some reason. But yeah, when you lost Goddard, it was a lot of people were like, "Ooh, that might be he's on IR or is going to do." But he stepped up. He's played very well here for the Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, offsides.
That looked like it was offsides on the Eagles by far. Saquon saying his knee wasn't down.
No flags?
No, there wasn't. If anything, there should have been a flag on the Eagles for offsides. I don't know why they didn't throw one there.
Cowboys' foot was next to the football.
That the Eagles moved well before, and he's down, and then he's touched there. He's down there, yeah.
I don't know. There's a little bit of space between that knee and grass. See, right there.
So this will be an expedited review. And not only that, but then it touches again after he's down. So
they need to expand the expedited review.
Yes, 1,000%. I've been saying that all year.
Third and 12, oh boy.
So here we go. Kenny Pickett back, looks, steps up, throws, deep ball to the end zone, caught, touchdown, Eagles. And they once again are going to take the lead here against the Dallas Cowboys.
I knew Kenny Pickett was a good quarterback.
You son of a bitch. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you do that, Ricky Bobby. That was a good throw, though. Good throw.
It was.
Good catch. Well, first of all, he's open. He's as open can be. I don't know why you leave Devontae Smith that open. But just like that, the Eagles' offense has not done a lot in this game, but they're doing just enough as that kick is now up, and it is good. And the Eagles are now up 14-7 over the visiting Dallas Cowboys, looking to secure the NFC East.
And, not only was that a positive for the Eagles' offense, that was a break for Eagles' defense.
Yeah, were able to sit on, get a little rest going. The Giants have 1st and goal again, by the way. Tyrone Tracy now brings it down to the 3-yard line. There is a flag in that game, though. We'll see if that's holding, if it's coming back or not. Personal foul, chop block against the Giants, so that's moving them back 15 yards. So the Giants are not only looking to ruin a draft pick, but just shatter it, which is great. I mean, again, you know how I feel about draft picks. And especially with Shane in there, like, people are like, oh, the Giants are going to ruin their draft pick. We got Shane. It's already ruined. Like, there's unless we switch, unless we get a new GM, new coach, new whole higher office there, it's ruined anyway. So, and this isn't a great draft. Like, that, of course, it would be the draft that Giants get the number 1 pick when there's not any real great superstar to really get in there. 1st and goal from the 22. That's the Giants, I know.
Well, we're in a commercial here. Can we touch on a little bit of the story that came out, what was it, last week, about Woody Johnson? How he decides who to trade, who to sign?
Wait, what was that?
Woody Johnson from the Jets.
Oh yeah, with his kids, his teenage kids, apparently call the shots with the Madden ratings, and that's the Jerry Jeudy trade was shot down I think I brought that up to my brother Russell, who's a big Jets fan,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah. He's like, this has got to be parody, and nope, that's just the Jets, baby. I said, like Joe Douglas apparently was quoted as saying, "I answer to an effing teenager." Like, just think about that. You're an NFL general manager, and you have a trade set up, ready to go. Bring in Jerry Jeudy. That's a great, not a great, but a solid offensive talent. If he used his all of his talents, which he did for a while. Like, he's done well in Cleveland. I'll give Jerry Jeudy that. He's done well. But nope, can't do. Why? Batting ratings not high enough. Sorry, old man. If we know something about Madden ratings, those are always correct.
Yeah. Yeah, when you sent that in the group chat, I'm like, I was the same way with as your brother. I'm like, this gotta be a joke.
It reads like one of those fake articles, like an Onion or Babylon Bee kind of article. It does,
Yeah.
but it's not, and it's just like Jets gonna jet, man. Jets are gonna jet. So it looks like the Cowboys go ahead and get the ball at the 30-yard line with the dynamic touchback. First and 10, play action. Cooper Rush throws, caught, and that's going to be fumble. Is it a fumble? Are they going to rule a catch? Did he make a football move? We're going to be taking a couple looks at this one. I guarantee it.
So many punches being thrown right now.
Oh yeah, people are getting grabbed where you don't want to get grabbed, and yeah. Eagles, of course, saying they have it. Cowboys saying they have it. But my biggest question is it a fumble? Eagles come out of the pile with the ball. They are tentatively going to have it, but we'll see what happens after the replay if they're going to rule that whether or not it was possession sustained. And let's see here.
So he's got possession. One.
I want to see where the beginning of the catch is. They didn't show that.
And
they're just right. I want to see what the football move is. Because if he's trying to, like, if he catches it and then tries to pull it in and it comes out before he gets that third step down, then it's not a fumble. He didn't catch it. Like, does he ever have control of the ball? All turnovers are reviewed. So, and I believe that's what we're waiting for right now to see. Because right now it is Eagles ball, so we'll switch the possession over there right now since that is the official mark.
Yeah,
they have the Eagles on the field and they are not reviewing anything, so
unless they got the call down, that it's good to go.
ELGALESESE Eagles.
That must have been his first ever fumble recovery.
I guess a fumble recovery or something. Yeah, I don't know. Saving the ball, very special, very super special.
It's very special for the big guy.
Super special.
Now, so Philly's gotta.
No, they can start pulling away here.
Yeah.
6:30 left here in the second quarter. Saquon Barkley takes the pitch, and he's gonna get about 5 yards. Maybe gets a little extra 6 as he falls forward. We'll see where they mark him down. As we show a highlight of the Buccaneers going up 20-7, as I had mentioned about 10 minutes ago. Giants are in a 3rd and goal situation.
Giants are gonna Giants. We won, yeah, but you screwed yourself in a draft.
Did we, though? Another pitch out to Saquon, and he's going to fall for about a loss of 2, maybe 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 7. Saquon Barkley has 1,856 rushing yards this season, most in his first season with a new team all time. Touchdown Giants, by the way. Wan'Dale Robinson with the catch. Giants about to go up 21-6 on the Indianapolis Colts. Trips to the left for the Eagles. Doesn't matter. It's a handoff to Saquon, and he's going to be half a yard short.
I'd go for it.
Fourth down. This is a spot where you do the push. Now again, Pickett doesn't have the 600-pound squatting legs that Jalen does, but you figure that you still be able to push him through. Here we go. They are lined up rugby formation. Pushy. He got it. That is a first down for the Eagles.
Granted, 89 pulled Pickett to the first down marker, but
I was going to say you can't. Well, see, that's a flag. That should be a flag. You can't pull. You can push, but you can't pull.
Yeah. Here, watch on the left side here. It looks like he has him wrapped up, 89. So he's pushing right now.
He's pushing. Then he gets to the side, and then he's no. I think he was just. I don't. Because if he was pulling him, he'd be pulling him sideways, and you don't want to do that either. So. Kenny Pickett back, looks, throws, incomplete. Calcutta was the intended receiver. I just say I have so many nicknames for the players. I have Calcutta there. I have Algeria, who's on the Falcons. Who's Algier? I think his name is Algeria anyway. But so I just add the A. He's Algeria. It makes sense to me anyway.
Green Bay.
Oh yeah, the Kraft white single. Yeah, I like him too. He's a bit of a shit talker too. I like him. He's cool. Eagles take the snap. Pickett throws. It's going to be completed to A.J. Brown. It's going to be short of the first down marker, probably about 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. Might be a third long too. Coming up here for the Eagles, 3:58, 3:57, 3:56 remaining. Here in the second quarter at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 3rd and 3. Pickett in shotgun. He's got trips over to the right. Play clock down to 15 seconds. Changing the play. He's going, which is a bit racist if we do say so ourselves. Saquon Barkley gets the ball carry. He's going to, again, be about half a yard short. Is this another diddy push situation for the Eagles, or do you go for the field goal here?
I'd go for it. Because if you get first down here, you could pretty much run the clock all the way down.
Here they go. It's another diddy push situation. Kenny Pickett under center. No.
He's offsides.
I don't think he got it either.
Yeah. That's a flag.
Flag is indeed down. So, I mean, that's all academic anyway. We're sitting here bullshitting about it. They're saying offside on Dallas.
Yeah. Looked like the guy above the right guard was the helmet way past the ball. Yeah, right there. Hand and everything.
Yeah. I think for those kind of plays, like if you're setting up a rugby scrum, I say get a little leeway,
Oh, it looked like it was Parsons maybe. Either way, first down.
Yep. Either way, the Eagles keep the drive moving. 2:57, 2:56, 2:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Eagles driving, looking to take a 2-touchdown lead over the Cowboys going into halftime. The Eagles will be getting the second half kickoff, by the way. Saquon fighting. Looks like they were trying to pull the ball from him. Unable to do so. My man's got arms. Let's be honest. 2nd and 8 coming up here for the Eagles. Now, are his arms as big and as lovely as Nick Bosa's? I don't know. You'd have to ask Jackie about that. I don't know. But she loves her Bosa boy.
Dallas definitely keeping Barkley contained.
I was going to say, he's definitely not had the room to do stuff in this first half. Kenny Pickett back to throw. Tipped around. Incomplete. Jenkins was the intended receiver. Good defensive play from Dallas.
Yeah, I've seen better.
Watch that. Gets the hand in there right at the right moment.
Grabbing the jersey.
No, we didn't. Look at that. That's picture perfect pass defense right there.
Oh.
And we have an injury on the Eagles. Big number 77 limping off the field.
That's our right guard.
Fantastic deodorant, by the way.
Poor Kenny Pickett.
It's all his fault. It's all your fault, Kenny.
Took his own player out, and the guy sat on his head.
Oh, that's Mekhi Becton, the guy who did nothing for the Jets. All right, yeah.
That's all the Jets' fault.
Hamster in the chat says Giants are actually going to win. Another Christmas miracle. Some might see it as a Christmas miracle. Some might see it as coal in their stocking. It depends on your perspective, I suppose. Giants are up 21-6 on Indianapolis, by the way, right now. 3rd and 9, and that's going to be a timeout as the play clock was running down. So Philadelphia will take their first time out of the half. Take a look at some of these other games. Buffalo up 9-0 on the Jets. So they got a safety? They had to have. Because Buffalo was up 7-0. Now they're up 9-0. That means 2 points were scored. Unless there's a new way to score 2 points, which I'm unaware of. That's a safety. So, boy, Jets are jetting. Jacksonville up 13-0 on Tennessee. Tampa Bay up 20-7 on Carolina. As we just mentioned, the Giants up 21-6 on Indianapolis. The Saints up 1 point on the Raiders, 7-6 down there at the Caesars Superdome. And we have this game, of course, 14-7. Philadelphia driving. Kenny Pickett, 8 of 12, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. He's got a 114.6 passer rating if you pay attention to some things, and most people don't, but I guess it works for contracts. Kenny Pickett back to throw on 3rd and 9. That is tipped up in the air, incomplete. 4th and 9, and we will see Jake Elliott come out to attempt the field goal to put the Eagles up 10. But that's also going to be the 2-minute warning here in this game with 1:58 remaining. Eagles up 14-7.
2-minute timeout.
No, that's in college. In pro football, it's a warning.
Just saw the commercial here. Saw Snoop Dogg. I not to get you on a rant about the bowl games, but have we gone that far with the bowl games that there's a Snoop Dogg bowl game?
Is there really?
It was on last night.
It's literally called the Snoop Dogg Bowl?
Dog Bowl.
That's pretty awesome. Here's the thing. As long as you get the bowls out of the playoffs, I'm fine. Listen, the bowls have gotten to the point where they are not I'm sorry for whoever says they want to have money in it and do all this other kind of stuff. Fine, whatever. Tampa Bay just scored another touchdown, by the way. Like the quarterfinals and semifinals are at bowl games because, well, you can't leave the Rose Bowl out of it. You can't leave the Orange Bowl out of it. You can't leave the Cotton Bowl. Shit, yes, we can. I'm sorry. College football has gotten to the point now where we have moved past bowl games. Yeah. These teams who get the bye should have a home playoff game. The fact that these teams that played in the first round, but the teams that have a bye don't get the home game, but the teams that played in the first round do, what kind of sense does that make?
Yeah.
You know, if you were good enough to get a first round bye, you should get a home playoff game. Instead, you're almost punished for it. And again, you're double punished because they don't have a reseeding system. Plus, their seeding system on top of that sucks. So you're Oregon. You're the number one team to land. Not only do you not get a home playoff game, but now you also have to play Ohio State. What? That doesn't make any sense. So get the bowl games out of the playoffs. Bowl games are, guess what? The consolation prize for all the other teams that didn't make it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But just that is what it is now. So let that be what it is. There's still plenty of good teams out there who don't make the playoffs that people would pay money to go see in some of these bowl games. Also, maybe you reduce some of the bowl games because there are way too goddamn many of them. Like the Dog Bowl, like the LA Bowl. I think there was a late night with Jimmy Kimmel Bowl not too long ago. It's really silly, dumb shit. You know, get the bowls out of the playoff. Outside of that, I have no problem with the bowls.
Yeah,
like the Alamo Bowl or the Hawaii Bowl was a fun watch. That went to 3-4 overtimes. That was a fun watch. What was the one that had I forget what it was, but either way, I'm fine with bowls. Just get them out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Jake Elliott here going for the field goal, 31-yard attempt, snap, hold, kick up, and that is good. And the Eagles get a 10-point lead now over the Cowboys with 1:55 remaining here in the second quarter, 17-7. Cowboys going to see if they can get a quick drive here to maybe answer and get it back within either 7 or maybe even get it closer, maybe within 3 if they get a touchdown. We will see what happens.
And they only have one timeout to use.
Yes, this is why it's, you got to be careful with the timeouts. You got to be careful. You got to be real
I still don't know why they used the first one.
I missed where they used it. I don't know. I have no idea. So that's on me. I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows this or not, who's been watching the stream with us for all this time. I enjoy coffee.
Tell you what, I know, ELS isn't in the chat here just yet, but he always says to you about the Aldi's coffee.
Oh, the different coffees and stuff. Yeah.
Aldi's has some good food.
Dude, they got great stuff there at Aldi's, dude.
Like,
not that we're, listen, not sponsored, but we could be, but...
The wife gets me hash browns. I throw them in the air fryer. She's got mozzarella sticks last night. They hit the spot.
Dude, they have the best honey roasted peanuts of the, like, I've gotten ones from Stop and Shop, from Giant, from ShopRite, from a couple other different stores. All these ones are the best.
Yeah.
Target, I think, is a second. They're a very close second. But all these honey roasted peanuts are great. And you know me. You know how I love nuts in my mouth. And those are perfect. Those are wonderful. And that's it. I haven't been able to find any that can compare to that. Even like Planters doesn't taste as good as the Aldi's honey roasted nuts. It's crazy. But yeah, they got good stuff. They really do have good stuff at Aldi's. So 100%. In the chat, Hamster says the end zones were pretty cool. The Pop-Tarts Bowl was actually badass. And and that's the other thing, too. I would never want to get rid of the Pop-Tarts Bowl. That thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Cowboys return the ball on the kickoff, and they get it up to, I can't see where the yard marker is because they have the camera in way too tight because they want to see this fight that's going on. I don't care about the fight. Let me see where the yard marker is.
Cooper DeJean. They keep going at him.
Well, Blankenship is in there, too. Cowboys really trying to mess with the exciting whites there on the Eagles.
I can't believe that's like...
That's their name?
Yeah.
Yeah, the exciting whites, baby.
I can't believe Buffalo's only up 9-0 on the Jets.
I know. And the Giants are up 21-6 on the Colts.
Yeah. Oh, almost intercepted.
Incomplete pass on first down, tipped at the line. 2nd and 10, $1:42 remaining here in the second quarter. Good, got the hand up right at the right time and almost picked off.
I don't care, Smith, if you're a linebacker, you got to catch that.
By Smith, it bounced right to him and just fell right through his hands. Throw by Cooper Rush, and that's going to be complete. Gain of about 4 yards. Ferguson with the catch. Crafty Southpaw. Welcome to the chat, by the way. Good to see you again, Crafty. Missed you. Love you. Cooper Rush throws. Caught. First down for Dallas, but it's inbounds. Colts. Crafty Southpaw let us know here that Brock Bowers just broke the season yardage record for a rookie tight end. That particular record has stood since 1961, when Mike Ditka broke the record and set it originally. Ditka in 1961. So pretty cool for Brock Bowers, but he's not going to get Rookie of the Year. That is going to be Jaden Daniels, I think, pretty good. We're doing all right, Crafty. We're doing all right. By the way, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 coming up for the Cowboys. Again, just kind of trying to overcome some of the illnesses. We're just 2 sick sons of bitches right here. That's all we are, and it's not the first time I've been called that in my life, so is what it is. But we're doing what we're doing. There again, the NFL is always crazy hamster, and this week is providing that. Giants up 21-6, Bills only up 9-0 on the Jets. Throw out to Dowdle there, and he gets to the sidelines after a gain of 3 yards, runs into a bunch of Microsoft Surfaces. Third down, 50 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
It's almost like today's games is, since it's like the last week before the New Year's, let's all get crazy again just to show how 2024.
Hey guys, remember 2024? Remember how this year was? Yeah, there we go. Here's a football reminder of how it is. It appears so, Crafty. It appears that the Bills did indeed get a safety, a sack of Rodgers in the end zone. Colts get a touchdown as they're trying to pull closer to the Giants here. Big, deep pass from Cooper Rush, and that's going to be picked off. Picked off at the 10-yard line, and the Eagles are running it back here. Down to the 35-yard line are the Eagles with 36 seconds left. You're the Eagles. Do you try to get within field goal range? Try to make something of it?
I would do the old Dan Marino lineup that you're going to just kneel it and just chuck it.
Well, he lined up like he was going to spike it.
Yeah.
So.
Same idea, though. But no, I would kneel on it, go in a half. You don't want to have a turnover here down this part of the field.
Hamster, I love you, but Penix isn't going to get Rookie of the Year, and he won't get it after winning the Super Bowl because the awards are regular season awards. So, Crafty Southpaw says that Cooper's audition for Dak's job isn't going so well. Well, Dak didn't do so well in his audition for his own job, even after getting all that money. So. Like people like to make fun of Kirk Cousins for, oh, he's robbing money from these people blind. It's like a lot of quarterbacks did that this year. And meanwhile, Daniel Jones still gets shit for, oh, he stole so much money from the Giants. Comparatively, no, he hasn't.
Yeah. I hope Kirk has a bounce back season next year.
With the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Wherever he's going to be. Like, of course, the Jets would do that. How
about Tank Dell might be out all next season too?
Yeah, he ripped up his knee bad. You saw CJ Stroud afterwards that he was never the same in that game, and the Texans just kind of let the Chiefs do whatever they wanted to him. And then they played the Ravens and got 2 points. Unbelievably, not a scoregami in that game. Unbelievable that wasn't a scoregami. 31-2. I think it was 31-2. Not a scoregami. Yeah. Apparently, that score happened 5 times before. The last time it happened was, I believe they said 1962 or something. But when I was like, this has got to be a scoregami. Nope, wasn't a scoregami. Son of a bitch. Huh. Crafty, I love you, but I got to be honest with you. Falcons got to make the playoffs first. This is not a guarantee.
Yeah. Because I think they need help, don't they, Falcons?
No, right now they're in the driver's seat. If they win out, they win the division and they're in the playoffs. Okay. But they're playing Washington today.
Oof.
So if the Buccaneers win, which they're doing, and the Falcons lose today against the Washington football team of Redskin Commanders, then next week all Tampa Bay has to do is win.
Yeah.
So here we go from the 35-yard line. Eagles are going to get ready here to do something. They are lined up. They've Barkley's in motion, coming back to the backfield. Stands next to Kenny Pickett. Pickett takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gets a first down run here. Gets it down to about the 50-yard line, 29 seconds, and the Eagles are going to take a timeout, clearly, as they have 2 to spare, now 1.
I think if he got shut down there, I think they would have just let it run.
Maybe, yeah, but you got to. Yeah, I think you wanted to see let Barkley. Let's see what Barkley can do here. Let's see what he can do. Which usually, if you see what Saquon can do, he's not going to disappoint you.
Yeah, second half is always his time to shine.
Hamster is in full belief mode, saying that the Falcons, we got this, no matter what. We'll see. We'll see. Again, it's been a wacky NFL day so far. So we'll see what happens. Maybe the Falcons do beat Washington. So here we go. Again, Kenny Pickett steps back, looks, throws, deep ball, wide open. A.J. Brown, that looks like he's in, and it is. Touchdown, Eagles.
That's Devontae Smith.
Oh, is that Smith? Okay. All right. I got my 6 and 11 mixed up. And that is exactly what you didn't want to have happen if you are the Cowboys. We're down 7 going into halftime. Now you're going to be down 14 going into halftime with the Eagles getting the second half kickoff.
That play right there just solidify that Mike McCarthy will have a 5-year extension on Monday.
I'm sorry, it was a 10-point lead. Now it's going to be a 17-point lead. That's my fault. I'm dumb. So they're going to look and see, was he down before the ball crossed? That's close. Knee, where's the knee down? Where do we see down there? And yeah, the ball's not there yet. So first and goal, 21. So let's retract that, get the touchdown off the screen.
Yeah, no, that's a good call.
Crafty Southpaw. Tiny Hands is having a big day. Hey, at least Saquon gets to be a touchdown merchant for once.
Look, it's Nick Sirianni. He'll probably go do a push here.
Dude, if like someone said, because Saquon has been stopped at the 1 yard line, like I think they said 10 times this season. And each time they then went and had, so he could have like 22 touchdowns right now if it wasn't for Jalen Hurts, the touchdown merchant. Unbelievable. Jalen Hurts hurts Saquon's MVP bid. That would be my headline.
Oh, they're going for a tush push.
Unbelievable. Let Saquon get the unbelievable. Does he just hate Saquon? Push. Did he push? Where was he down? Ball's out.
You're across the line.
There's no official word yet.
Oh, second half yard.
Clock is down to 1. He's touched. I think he might be down there. I think his knees were down, and then he tried to push, but the Cowboys had already touched him, so he's down there. Watch. Let's see. Where's his knees?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see shit there.
I'd still go for it. Do another tush push.
The camera has to get lower. I don't want to look at Kenny Pickett's right there, knee down. And he's touching. The Cowboy's grabbing his ass. Yeah. His knee was down. Cowboy was grabbing his ass before he got that second push that got him over. That's why he's down. That's what I figured. And that was a good shot of seeing it. Right there, he's down. That knee's down. Because you could tell that's where 50, you could see 50 grabbing his ass cheek.
Yeah. Either way, I would still do another tush.
1 second left. I think, yeah, they took a timeout. So that's Eagles' last timeout. Crafty Southpaw says that Sirianni hates any running back. He grudgingly calls any run play. Crafty Southpaw says a real size set of hands would have held on to that ball. No problem. Well, they are going to go for the tushy pushy. Did he push again? And that time he's in, no doubt. Touchdown, Eagles. as they are about to take a 17-point lead, depending on the extra point. And look at Saquon being a good teammate, congratulating Kenny Pickett and being like, I don't need touchdowns. I don't care about the MVP. I'm just a good team. Listen, I'm happy. I'm not on the Giants anymore. That's enough reward for me. Ow, I punched the mic. Oh, we're back, baby.
Yeah, I was gonna say between ice is ready and punching the mic.
Punching the mic, we're back. We are so back. What's going on here on the extra point attempt?
The penalty?
Clock was stopped. They're telling Pickett to go back. I don't know what's going on. Pickett started running back. Sirianni was yelling at Pickett to go to the locker room. Eagles fans cheering for Kenny Pickett. Who would have thought you'd ever see the day?
Yeah. I think he got a little banged up there on that tush push.
Maybe his tush got pushed a little too hard, much like a Diddy party. So here we go. Extra point, snap, hold, kick, up, good. Eagles indeed are now up 24-7, and they get the second half kickoff. So this has the chance, as good as the Cowboys were playing in the first quarter and afterwards, this has a chance to be a real blowout game here. And the Eagles will have a chance to go ahead and secure the NFC East as its champions of the year. Despite a very tight race between them and Washington and Dallas and the New York Football Giants, it looks like the Eagles are going to squeak by here and get the NFC East title. Again, they would have had to play the Giants real tight next week to see if they could have stay ahead of them. You know, you want to make sure that you want to beat the Giants and make sure you stay out of that. But Hamster says that the mic killed his family. No, the microphone did not kill my family. I'm just needlessly violent towards technology. So that's really the story when it comes to it. Ow, I just punched my headphones too. I'm just punching everything. See? Needlessly violent against technology. Just hitting everything. Ow. 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 Jacksonville up 13-3 on Tennessee. Why is my out-of-town scoreboard doesn't like updating a lot of times? I got to go and personally reload it because it's a piece of shiza. Why is it? It still has Dallas and Philadelphia at 7-7. That's crazy. What are we doing here?
So, Notre Dame plays New Year's Day night. What about Penn State? Are they a New Year's Eve game or New Year's Day?
I honestly thought that I thought Notre Dame was New Year's Eve, but I found out you told me that it was New Year's Day, and indeed they were New Year's Day. So
yeah,
but
because if Penn State somehow wins and we win, we play them, right?
If Notre Dame beats Georgia and Penn State beats Boise State, we play Penn State, or we play Boise State. Either one, because there's no reseeding, because that's a smart thing to do. So
Notre Dame, Penn State, that would make so much money.
Notre Dame versus Penn State would be big. Notre Dame versus Penn State would be very big. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I should probably put that we're in halftime now. That would be smart. We got the big H there, so there we go. Let me get the timeouts back in here rolling as well. I like Notre Dame versus Georgia too. I like our chances there, although Stockton does look good. So I don't think it's a case of like we're Carson Beck's not in there, so Notre Dame, I don't see that as being the case.
Yeah.
So again, still worried, as I always am, especially Notre Dame playing an SEC team. Although again, we beat Texas A&M earlier in the year. Um, we'll see. And at least we're not playing like in Atlanta. We're not playing in the Peach Bowl. We're playing in the Sugar Bowl. So um, I don't know. Again, I'm worried about it, but um,
Defense needs to play 60 minutes, not 45 minutes, because that Indiana game, I went to bed when it was like 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter or whatever, and we were still up by 16 or 17. And then I saw your post that, next day when I woke up, that you were up till 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And I just looked at it and saw 27-17. I'm like, holy shit.
yeah.
Can't let Georgia get any type of momentum.
No, and I want to make sure that we stay that way. We kind of, it looks like we took the foot off the gas there in the last little bit, and Indiana got an onside kick, and they were able to get 2 touchdowns late, and I don't like that. So that's what I mean. The score was a lot closer than what the game actually was.
Yeah.
Like Notre Dame did dominate that game, but I don't like the way it ended up looking at the end. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Hamster in the chat says they had a Christmas special on TV starring P. Diddy. It was called The Butt Cracker. Are you 5? You really 5? Come on. Come on, guys.
That is funny, though.
It's funny. It's juvenile.
Yeah.
It's simplistic. It's funny. It gets a giggle. It gets a giggle.
Yeah.
I'll give you the giggle, but
Hamsters are our juvenile of the group.
Yeah, no, the tour's out with a hip pointer for Miami, so they're going to be starting Huntley there. Somehow, Tua's hip pointer is probably going to turn into a concussion. I have no idea how, but knowing Tua, that's how it's going to end up being. Yeah, the Giants doing Giant stuff here. Look at the Giants being so giant in the way they did giant. Good, go Giants. Oh, okay, that's still big. Okay, so that's still in there. That's good. Just checking some other stuff here. Let's see.
Looks like the Jets are on the move.
Yeah, I'm watching Red Zone here now. I see Devontae Adams. It looks like he got a little bit of a pass interference there. So that's going to move the Jets. Buffalo, 7 penalties for 60 yards. That game is in the third quarter, by the way. 14-17 remaining as they have just started there. Aaron Rodgers under center, takes the snap, fakes the pitch, back, looks, throws, caught by Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams gets it to the 50. Gets it to the 45, gets it to about the 41-yard line of the Bills. Jets are in Bills territory. First down, Jetropolitans. Colts kicking off against the Giants here in the second half. Giants are going to get the ball first. They're going to return it out of the end zone. And the Giants break it loose. Holy shit. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Giants. Opening second half kickoff return.
It only took you 17 weeks to finally play good football.
Well, that and play the Colts.
Yeah.
27-13, depending on the extra point. Giants are going to be up 28-13. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on?
We're going out of 2024 with a bang here.
There's so many Giants fans punching the air right now. Well, we're something in our pick. We want our pick. Who gives a shit? We're winning a game. This is pretty cool. I'll take this.
It's been a couple times I've seen in the chat here. Might have been Hamster or Crafty blamed you for. You were the issue with the
I'm going to say,
Giants.
maybe King was the problem all along. Maybe. I'm wearing the same sweater I've worn all year. So, I don't know. It's not like a... What come line? What come line did I come up with? Did I come up with a come line?
A couple weeks back.
I usually remember my come.
It was an Eagles game. The Eagles player was running up through the middle, and someone jerked him. from behind, and then it just rolled into jokes
Oh,
about,
okay. Well,
and Hampton took it another step forward with the
oh,
cum thing.
okay. All right. Yeah, but listen, cum is a sophisticated joke. It's not juvenile. You make a cum joke, a jizz joke, that's highbrow. That's high class. Doing Diddy butt cracker jokes, that's D class A. That's
I think
lowbrow.
ELS would give a C for that butt cracker joke. I'll be right back. I
A
gotta
C for cum. Crafty says the Giants already got a good pick with that sideline reporter. I'm only watching it on Red Zone because we're doing the Eagles main game here, so I didn't see who our sideline reporter for the game is. Maybe I have to go. Maybe I have to go look that up. Maybe I'll have to look up who is the Giants sideline reporter. Design reporter.
I really need to clean up my recording area here. I got 6 bottles of iced tea empty, just sitting here.
Yeah, no, the empty bottle. You never want to have the empty bottles there. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm gonna find out who this is. Megan O'Leary.
What about her?
Crafty in the chat was like the Giants already got a good pick with the sideline reporter. That's on there. I was like, well, I'm on, I'm only watching on Red Zone, so I don't see who it is. And I went and found it online. It's Megan O'Leary. So let me see what you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not bad. Not terrible.
She started with the UFC as a like a sideline
Oh, so you
reporter.
remember her from like Fight Night days and stuff.
And then I think with somehow she's part of Fox now too.
Well, yeah, she's doing a Fox. The Giants are on Fox, so.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a separate contract that she got or what, but yeah, she actually really good with the fight nights too when she's commentating it.
Commentating it. Oh, I can't say that. Sorry, that's inappropriate. I'm going to hell. I'm getting canceled. For being misogynistic. No, she is not. She is not terrible on the eyes.
And the funny part is she's dating a UFC fighter. He's retired now, Demetrius Johnson, who's like a foot shorter than her. So it's kind of funny.
How could it be a foot shorter than her? She's like 4'11" here.
Yeah.
Like she's tinier than tiny. How are we yeah, that's weird. I think our stream froze again, but that's okay. We're in halftime.
Yeah. So it looks like Watson's out for the Packers. Alexander's out for the Packers.
Yeah, no, not great. Not great for the Packers, especially when you're trying to. Well, no, wait, they clinched the playoffs, but I think they're still trying to. They're still seeding to be involved.
Yeah.
Crafty Southpaw in the chat says Sauce Gardner is questionable to return in the Jets-Bills game, so someone else is going to have to pass interference in his place. Oh. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this working again. Oh, I forgot that this is hitting me with the ads. I'm putting how to. Oh, I hate ads.
Colts just scored against the Giants.
Colts scored?
Yeah.
Okay.
Play. Got the Raiders up 13-10 in the third quarter. Same with Jaguars 13 over the Titans, who have 10. Bills and Jets with the barn burner of a 12-0. Bills leading that game. And the other games are still waiting to get back.
Okay, this game is kicking off. Eagles are going to return it up to the 34-yard line. By the way, this is that is the Giants sideline reporter there. There is Megan Oliveri. If you're watching with us on YouTube, there she is. Yes, not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. There we go. Just wanted to have a quick look, have everybody see, so know what we're talking about here, so we're not all just, Hamster says the Pack will still win. I wonder what ELS thinks.
Yeah.
Everybody else has come back, but ELS ain't here. Where's my boy? Where's my boy? Where's my sweet boy? Handoff here to Saquon Barkley. He's going to gain about 4 yards, 5 yards on the carry. Let me get the quarterback to the 3 here. I'm sorry. I didn't have a chance. I was too busy looking at sideline reporter pictures because people were telling me that she's hot. What do you want me to do? I am but a man, flesh and bone. Crafty said that he liked that screen view better.
I don't blame him.
No? Well, compared to seeing these two mugs? Sure. I get it. I get it 100%. Kenny Pickett back. Looks, throws over the middle. Oh!
Boy.
Almost.
Kenny Pickett.
Intercepted. Oh, we got a flag down, though, as Kenny Pickett is grabbing his balls. Are they going to say roughing the passer here?
Or is his ribs? Because he had the rib injury last
They say roughing the passer on So that's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down. Let's see. Pickett throws.
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus, dude.
Wow. Wow.
He had like 5 steps.
Wow. They should add another 10 on there just because. Yeah. It's like that was the latest of late hits.
Like, are they that worried of Kenny Pickett that their buddy Ryan rolling him?
He threw the ball, and he's just standing there, literally just trying to watch the ball. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did he think he still had the ball? Like what? So from the 48-yard line, hand off to Barkley. Barkley with about an 8-yard gain looks like what they're going to give him there. Second down and 2 coming up for the Eagles. That's as clear that's as clear of a penalty as I've ever seen.
I know I scream all the time, buddy Ryan roll, but Jesus, he has a family.
Does he? Does he really? I don't know.
Obviously, that guy don't think he does.
He might not have one now after that hit. Holy shit. Yeah. Crafty southpaw. Pickett grabbing his balls, but struggling to fit his hands around them.
Jesus Christ, southpaw.
4-yard run for Barkley, first down, Eagles. Welcome back. Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I love it. Hamster says just put Olivia's pick over Jimbo's for the rest of the game. Oh, they saying I'm prettier than you? Oh, I like that. Oh, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate it.
Just remember, who said it, Hamster?
Of course it was. Who else would it be?
Just remember, Hamster, you got to deal with his color codes and all that bullshit.
Listen, it's not color code. It's sense. It's logic. It's facts. I'm sorry. Hand off to Saquon Barkley. Saquon, he's going to get about 7-8 yards on that carry. Uh-oh.
I just don't understand this.
I think Saquon might have woken up, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be Saquon time.
Why can't he wake up first play of the first quarter? Like, why do we got?
He's got to warm up. He's got to warm up. He's like a Mack truck with a big Cummins engine. He's got, and then finally you get that sucker going. He's like, diesel. There you go. By the way, Macs don't have Cummins. Macs have Mac engines. They're their own thing. I fucked that up now. I'm the son of a truck driver. I should fucking know that. Yeah. And Cummins suck anyway. Usually you want to get a Caterpillars are the best engines.
Now you know.
Now you know. In case you're an over-the-road truck driver, now you know. Oh, there's the Giants gianting. There you go, fumbling the ball. 28-20 now between the Giants and Colts. So Colts are right there, man. They're right there in it. Pitch out to Saquon, and he's going to get it down to about the 22-yard line. Second down for the Eagles. This needs to be their look. I'm sorry. Like I said, you could do the minor tweaks. You can put a little extra detail in the wing if you want to. You could do all that. But silver pants, Kelly Green, make it fucking happen. I want the team to look good. While I hate them, I want them to look good, at least anyway. Kind of like the Rangers in hockey. I hate the Rangers more than any team in the whole world. But damn it, their uniforms are fucking sharp, man. They are crisp.
The thing, as far as Jeffrey Lurie as an owner, does he realize how much more money he would make if he goes to these colors just from jersey sales?
Saquon there gets a gain of about 4 on that carry. Third down and roughly 4 remaining here for the Eagles. Well, you have to look at it as, because he has the main set, you have the black set, and now you have the throwback set.
Yeah.
So that's 4 separate things. Kenny Pickett takes a snap back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught down to the 9-yard line. First and goal. Devontae Smith with the reception, and the Eagles are threatening. Crafty Southpaw letting us know the Jets are driving into Bills territory. I just see that update there on the Red Zone channel. Handoff to Gainwell. Gainwell's going to get 1.5 yards, shown to us by that very cute blonde official with the nice rump on her. I'm sorry. I'm canceled. Shit. God, I keep on saying that. She is a cutie, though. I'll say, she does her job well. She does a good job. I'm just saying. But, that she has the feminine cut on the official's uniform. Looks good. What do you want me to do? I'm but a man. Flesh and bone. My hamster says that he's an off-the-road truck driver, by the way. Gets there faster. Second and goal, handoff to Saquon, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Third and goal coming up here for your Philadelphia Eagles. 9:19 remaining here in the third quarter and counting with the running clock. Malik Neighbors has 103 yards and a touchdown today. Not doing too shabby. If you're a fantasy, this is championship week for you, it's not a bad week to have Malik Neighbors. I lost in the semifinals, unfortunately. So Kenny Pickett with all day to throw, throws back in the end zone, caught, touchdown, A.J. Brown, and the Eagles are pouring it on right now as Kenny Pickett takes another shot as he's coming off the field there, and we have another flag holding on the Eagles. So that is not a touchdown. Take that back. Landon Dickerson. Pickett is off the field, so they're going to have to put somebody else in there because Pickett is hurt. Oh, the Taco Bell nuggets are fucking amazing. Get them. Get the bell sauce too. And you can do the spicy. I think they have the spicy ranch or whatever they call it, whatever they have for the nuggets called spicy ranch. But the bell sauce is fucking fantastic. And the nuggets, oh my God, they're so good. Get the nuggets. They're good. You'll like it.
Got a new quarterback in there.
Here we go. Handoff to Saquon on third and goal. Saquon's going to get it down back to the 8-yard line. But that is it. So it'll be a field goal attempt, I would imagine.
McKee. That's the quarterback I like.
Yeah, I know. My tooth is bothering me, so I'm kind of staying away from the vodka cranberry right now. Plus, it's a little early. I think probably when we're done with the stream and I get to just go relax in a little bit, then I'll get ragingly drunk and probably try to inappropriately touch my wife. But that's that's what happens, baby. Snap, hold, kick, and it does squeeze through as the Eagles go ahead, and they will now take a 20-point lead over the Cowboys, 27-7. Could have been a lot more than that, but there was a holding call on Dickerson. Pickett took a real bad shot there. He took a couple of shots on that drive.
I mean, I'll give Parsons credit. That was a clean hit.
Unlike the last one, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just put the shoulder into him. Hopefully, Pickett could get back in there.
But you saw Pickett on the ground, kind of holding his ribs, stomach area there, which again, if he had proper sized hands, could probably help heal it a little bit faster. I'm sure Crafty would say. Colts and Giants update here. Joe Flacco steps back, looks, throws down the field. That was offensive pass interference.
I wanted to see what you would say first.
That is clearly offensive pass interference. Did they not call that? He fucking did a swim move.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nice catch, but yeah, that should have been a penalty.
He did a swim move on him. You can't. That's... Wow. Buccaneers up 27-14. Mike Evans, he gets a huge catch as the Buccaneers are now driving back into Panthers territory. Crafty Southpaw in the chat giving us an update here on the Jets and Bills game. That was the most Jets series of downs ever. A false start, a big sack, Rodgers throws a pick, then Rodgers draws a flag for personal foul on the run. Jets, Jets. Also, news coming out here that Garrett Wilson's saying that he will request a trade if the Jets keep Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. So,
wow.
Even though he's fourth in the NFL with targets, he somehow feels like he's being disrespected by Aaron Rodgers. So, Garrett Wilson's kind of an asshole. We know Aaron Rodgers is an asshole. We know that, but we kind of like him for it. I like Aaron Rodgers because he's kind of a weird, fucking out there, wacky motherfucker. He's a fucking space cowboy, man. He's out there. Like, we get it, He's sucking ayahuasca in Peru and disappointing Shailene Woodley or whatever. Like, okay, I get it. But, like, you know what you get with Aaron Rodgers. But Garrett Wilson kind of being a dick. I do see here, 4th and 1 coming up here for the Colts. They're driving. They're on the Giants' 22.5-yard line. Hand off to Jonathan Taylor, and I don't know if he got there. It's going to be this. If he got there, it is by the nosy nose of the football. And yes, I just said nosy nose because as I was telling everybody else to stop being juvenile, I decided to be eloquent and sophisticated by saying the nosy nose of the football. Officials timeout. They're going to bring out the chain gang.
Jalen Waddle's out for the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, and the Dolphins are still fighting, trying to stay alive for that last spot at least for one more week.
Yeah.
But if they lose today, then it's just going to be the Bengals that will be alive. That's if the Colts lose today to the Giants too, which they're trying their damnedest. And it is indeed. The Giants stopped them on 4th and 1. The Giants get the ball on turnover on downs. Man, the Colts.
So it looks like McKee has his helmet on. Pickett
has the hat on, and he is on the bench, and he's talking to people, and it looks like, he might be done for the day. 2nd and 7. Cooper Rush here. Hands off, and immediately hitting the backfield is Dowdle. And so that's going to be 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12, something like that. Massive loss there. Pickett is going to the locker room. They are bringing him to the locker room.
I mean, up 27-7. I would sit him the rest of the game.
3rd and 13. Cooper Rush throws, dropped out of the backfield. I think that was Turpin who dropped that one. So 4th and 10. Cowboys are going to have to punt. And this is just all Eagles Eagles right now. Cowboys had their opportunities early on in this game, but they squandered a lot of them. Threw a pick six on their first drive after they drove very well. They had a couple of the drives that unfortunately stalled as they were moving the ball. And honestly, since I want to say halfway through the second quarter, it has been Eagles, all Eagles, and nothing but the Eagles. So fucking help us, God. So the Eagles get a punt. They get a little bit of a return there from Cooper Dijon Mustard.
And unlike last week with the Eagles, they're getting points off these turnovers. They have the 3 turnovers.
Yes, and they're getting at least some field goals. They got a cut. They got the touchdown over the pick. The Cowboys went for a big pass. They thought late enough in the second quarter, be like, okay, well, we try for a big play. Didn't work out. The Eagles in 2 plays got a touchdown. So with a big run from Saquon and then a big pass from Kenny Pickett to Devontae Smith. So Buccaneers, they just got another touchdown as they are going to take a 34 to, 14 lead. So they're about to have a 20-point lead there in that game. Bills up 12-0 on the Jets. Josh Allen, deep throw down the field. Caught. Touchdown. A jumping catch. And looks like my man was kind of hurt a little bit. Looks like he got the wind knocked out of him making that catch, which I can understand. He just kind of jumped up and landed right on his back. But catch and a touchdown. And now this game is going the way we all thought it would. It is now 18-0 Bills, as they're probably going to go for an extra point there to make it 19-0, and the Jets are just jetting as hard as possible. Hamster says Jimbo's going to start singing a song if you keep spelling it out.
It's coming. It's coming.
No, I will straight up mute your ass. You know I will. You know I will. I ain't fucking around. There are some things that are verboten on this channel. That is one of them. I'll tell your wife. I'll have her come down. She'll beat the shit out of you for saying that. You don't think she will? What's that?
She's not home, so that's why I'm saying.
Oh, you motherfucker. God damn it. I'll tell her anyway. I tell her to beat your ass when she gets home. We here at Stay Tuned Sports do not condone domestic violence of any kind. Please don't take that as what it is. It's just jovial fun about how much I hate the Eagles. Anyway, Raiders up 16-10 on the Saints. As it looks like they're going to punt the ball away to the Saints now, and that's how that game will be going. Looking for any other... Nope, no other updates from the Red Zone channel. We're back here to Philadelphia. 27-7 Eagles. Tanner McKee, 6'6", quarterback, tall motherfucker from Stanford. First NFL game appearance. Congratulations, you young lad. Making his first start. He gets to pitch out to Saquon, and Saquon is going to make shit look easy as he gets close to a first down on the carry. That's either going to be a first down or about an inch or two short. 2nd and 1 they are calling. Giants get a first down as they're moving in their game. Let's see. Will they give Tanner the ball to throw? Do you think old Tanner McKee is going to throw the ball at all in this drive? Let's see. Let's see how daring the Eagles decide to be.
I think you'd have to, just to show the NFL that, okay, third-string quarterback, we're still confident in him.
Handoff again to Saquon. Saquon's going to bounce it out to the outside, get to the 50, 45-40, 35 down to the 32-yard line. Saquon Barkley, 1st and 10. Eagles now deep in Cowboys territory as we see Santa there at the Linc. Watch out, Santa. The batteries and snowballs are coming right for you.
That was a nice little cutback Saquon did.
That was a nice little cut. He sees the holes filled there. Whoop, bounce to the outside. Give you a little Chris Berman. little Canadian aspirin.
Saquon's at 110 right now.
There you go. He's only got to get, even if he doesn't get to the 140 or whatever. Oh, he just had to drive his helmet into the Cowboys' nutsack. I'm not getting any yards. I'm going to make you hurt. There you go. Second and 11. Lost a yard, but Cowboy lost a nut. So I guess, even. Actually, that's not even at all. That's a terrible trade. I would not want that. Oh. 4:34 remaining here in the third quarter. McKee in shotgun takes the snap back. He throws. Caught by Devontae Smith down to the 25-yard line. About 3rd and 2 now coming up here for the Eagles as we take a look at. Was that Saquon trying to do a Rocky bit? I don't know. Handoff to Saquon. Up the middle. That's going to be a gain of 3 yards. Good enough for an Eagles first down. Eagles are just moving the ball here now at will. Like I said, since about the middle of the second quarter, the Eagles have just been moving it. Saquon Barkley, again, 25 touches today. He has 114 yards. It looks like if I'm the Eagles, just feed him and maybe get him closer to that Eric Dickerson mark.
I think if we score a touchdown here, fourth quarter, the starters will get pulled.
Hand off to Saquon. Do you do that, or do you just feed Saquon and try to get his numbers up?
It's tough. You want him to break the record, but you also don't want him to get hurt for the postseason.
Aaron Rodgers sacked again by Von Miller. Jets go 3 and out. Not going well. Not going well for the Jets. It's not going great for, New York metropolitan area football as a whole. 2nd and 8. McKee back, throws, end zone, one-handed catch. Did he get that? No, they say out of bounds. A.J. Brown out of bounds, but a hell of an effort from Mr. Brown. Let's see. One hand. Catch. Nope. Yep. That second foot is out. Hell of an effort. And McKee takes a shot.
Could have been a face mask there. Rake the eyes.
That's all I got to say about that. 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2-1. And it looks like the Eagles called a timeout before. Nope, there's a flag down. We got a flag. Yep. Not juvenile at all this show. Encroachment on the Cowboys. So it's going to go from 3rd and 8 to 3rd and 3.
Why did they?
Because the Eagle offensive lineman got up and pointed at him.
Oh, okay.
If the offensive lineman didn't move, then they could have had a free play. But he got up and moved and said, he went off the. So then they have to call it dead. That's the thing. Don't move. Allow your team to have a free play, asshole.
Yeah.
Why'd the Eagles call? When did the Eagles call a timeout? They just called one?
I wonder if they charged the Eagles a timeout when Pickett was hurt.
No, he was already off the field.
I don't know then.
Yeah, I don't know either. It looks like they just took one now.
Yeah, they're coming back out.
Why? You had the penalty. Why are you... All right, whatever. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Eagles. Buccaneers, by the way, they just scored again 40-14. Depending on the extra point, it's about to be 41-14. You're going to have a bit of a... what is that, palindrome? Oh, that's way early moving on the Eagles. So move them back 5 yards. So we're back to where we were before. Back to 3rd and 8.
Jesus.
One step forward, one step back. Hamster says, I got me a McRib. I had one earlier in December. I do want to get another one before it goes away. But yeah, man, I love that gray, formless meat patty of just deliciousness. That thing is fucking... But, like I said, too, before they get rid of them, get those fucking Taco Bell nuggets. Those things are incredible. McKee back, looks, throws towards the end zone, getting caught. That one is not dropped. He is not out of the end zone. That is a touchdown. A.J. Brown and the Eagles are far, 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 far away and in control of this game as Jimbo seems to need to dry his armpits. He seems to be a little wet under there. I get that. Sometimes you got to have good airflow. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what was happening, right? That was the issue.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory.
Yep, we don't do that. We don't do that. You are muted now. You're muted until at least after the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is indeed good. 34-7. The Philadelphia Eagles are currently leading. Oh wait, I got to move this. I moved this too bad. Okay, because otherwise I'll never be able to unmute Jimbo, and then. Well, at least I'll be happy. I won't have to hear that fucking song. All right, fine. You're unmuted. You're out of timeout. Let me get rid of the Eagles touchdown banner there. But there it is. 34-7 Eagles over the Cowboys. Holy shit. This game turned into what I thought would be at least a competitive game, and it is now blowout city USA. Giants still up 28-20. They've just started the fourth quarter there in East Rutherford. There appears to be a Giant injured on the MetLife plastic. Giants went for it on 4th and 1 and missed it, by the way. So that's what happened there. Saints 3rd and 10. Rattler, he gets sacked all the way back at his 10-yard line. Raiders will get the ball back there. Jacksonville 13-10 over Tennessee. Mac Jones throws, fade, back corner, touchdown. Jacksonville. They're about to take a 20-10 lead over Tennessee. And my wife is the only 10 I see. Ha ha! But words like that I was able to go ahead and secure that lovely woman. Yeah, I decided to put a little joke in our ticker too there about Stafford. Stafford quarterbacks the Rams to pivotal win. King's sister-in-law unimpressed. Fuck Stafford, she said. Love you, Robin. I know you're not watching, but we still love you. And you're unabashed and unreasonable Matthew Stafford hate.
Yeah.
We'll never understand it. I won't get it, but it will forever be fucking hilarious to me. Oh, we got a duck on the field. Where is this? Is this Tampa? I don't know what game that is. There's a duck on the field.
Yeah, I just picked my head up and saw him chasing the duck.
Little duck on the field. Bills are in an almost goal-to-goal situation here, but it looks like there's going to be pass interference on the Jets, so it's going to make it an official goal-to-goal situation. Kick-off is away deep into the end zone, and that's going to be a dynamic touchback. Cowboys will get the ball at the 30. A.J. Brown is just going to chuck this ball deep into the Lincoln Financial Field, mass of gross Philadelphia humanity. Nobody likes because they all smell. Oh, what? Was it somebody? Oh, yeah, right. The kid's first ball, his first touchdown pass.
Oh, you dumbass.
I know. Oh, okay, you have. Is that Dom? Big Dom's like,
Big Dom.
Give me the ball. Give me that fucking ball. Okay, A.J. Brown, dummy.
Dumbass.
I think big run by Dowdle. Dowdle gets up to the 46-yard line on first down, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. I think you saw A.J. Brown saying, I'm like, listen, I'll give him my jersey. Just tell him to give the ball back, and I'll give him my jersey.
Yeah, that guy's going to walk out with something.
Yeah.
I
got you.
Drinking your Michelob Ultra.
Dumbass. We were from Philly. We're hard. With Michelob Ultra. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Dowdle again. Dowdle's going to break it off for another about 5 yards. Gets down to the 50-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Bills just short against the Jets. They're facing 2nd and goal from the 1-inch line. So McKee, with his first touchdown pass of his NFL career, Pickett is out of the locker room in a hoodie and hat, so his day is done.
That's not good.
2nd and 4 for the Cowboys at the Eagles' 49.5-yard line. Play clock at 1. The Cowboys do get it off. Cooper Rush throws, tipped at the line, incomplete. 3rd and 4. Coming up. Bills, they score themselves another touchdown. 61st touchdown this season. Most in NFL history. For the Bills, apparently. I don't know. That's a stat that CBS put up there. Someone fact-checked that for me. And the Bills are now up 26-0 on the New York Jets. Crafty Southpaw in the chat says the Colts have punted for the first time in the game versus the New York Giants.
Oof.
Dowdle gets a first down there for the Cowboys.
Give Dowdle credit. He's not giving up.
No, not at all. Why would you? You're a professional. You're in the NFL. This is what you do.
Yeah, the duck was the Tampa Bay game.
It was it's weird how I can look at the grass or turf of a field and be like, I know exactly where that is. It looked like Tampa to me.
Yeah.
That's weird. Dowdle again? No, that's not Dowdle. Whoever it was, they got a 5-yard gain, though, there on first down, so not bad. We take a look at, is that Howie?
Yeah, it's Howie. He's already calling Nick Foles. Hey, we might be down quarterback. Might need you to come back.
I'm out of retirement. Fuck Harry Rosen. Second and 5. Here we go. Cooper Rush fakes the pitch, throws, caught. Down to the 20, down to the 15-yard line. Tolbert with the reception for the Cowboys. They actually mark him at the 16-yard line. Cowboys moving the ball here, but that is going to be the end of the third quarter. Hey, if you're hanging out with us, if you know us, if you love us, you know what's coming up here. We haven't done this in quite a while since we've been all, almost dead, but get the fours up, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the fourth quarter of this Eagles-Cowboys game, major rivalry game, 34-7. Eagles over the Cowboys. Can the Cowboys mount a surprising comeback? Can Tanner McKee keep the Eagles' energy flowing after his first touchdown to A.J. Brown, which he then stupidly threw into the crowd, and now it's going to cost the Eagles a bunch of shit to try to, maybe placate that so they don't look like a bunch of assholes, which is impossible because they're from Philadelphia, so anybody from Philadelphia is kind of an asshole. So Hamster gets the 4 up in the chat. 26-0 Bills over Jets. 20-10 Jaguars over Titans. 16-10 Raiders over Saints. 28-20 Giants over Colts. 34-7, of course, in this game, and 41-14 Bucks over Panthers. A lot of big scores here. Right now, I think the closest game out of all of them is tied. Right, it's close. Vegas and New Orleans, 16-10 is close. The next closest one, I believe, is Giants-Colts, 28-20. Giants, they have 3rd and 7 deep in their own end. Drew Lock looks, throws down the field, incomplete, no flag. Looks like it might have, could have, should have, would have been, but it won't be. 4th and 7. Giants are going to have to punt. So the Colts are going to have another chance to tie this game. I don't like when the feed does that. Going to have to go ahead and do a bit of a reload on this one, see what we can do. Something. Let's see. Come on. Oh, come on. I hate when the streams don't want to work for me because they should, because I asked them to. I asked very nicely for the stream to work.
Got the Raiders looking to go in.
Looking to extend their lead there.
Nice little run there. Probably about 3rd and 2 to go now.
Okay, so none of these streams are working. Not a fan of this.
I'll pull the game up on the TV here.
Yeah, you just do that for now. Oh, I think I got one back here. Okay, so I just kind of had to do a searching around to get one back here. What we got back here? Okay, 15 minutes here in the fourth quarter just started. Handoff to Dowdle. He gets about 4 yards on the carry. That's the Discord sound of quality. Oh, and we have an injured Cowboy on the deck. Is that Dowdle that's down still? That's a huge loss if it is.
Yeah, because he's really the only one that's produced today for Dallas.
That's not good. Crafty Southpaw saying that the Jets have fumbled the ball again, so... Jets, Jets.
And was it last week's game, the Houston player, Houston wide receiver, that got just demolished, and they carted him off. He ended up going to the hospital.
That was Tank Dell, wasn't it?
No. This guy was like neck braced. They cut off his jersey and everything. Maybe it was the week before.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That like I didn't hear nothing else. Like, is he okay? Is he home? You know,
he's not dead, I guess. So that's something good. By the way, I got a text message from my dad.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers sucks. Kenny Pickett looks good, and the Giants will find a way to lose. I can't argue with any of those statements. Kenny Pickett, before he got injured, looking good in this game.
He was.
Giants are about to get a pass interference flag thrown on them. It's going to set up the Colts in very good position. And yeah, he's kind of holding his arm there. You can't do that. And plus, he wasn't even looking back at the play, so can't do that. But they won't call offensive pass interference against the Colts when the guy does a fucking swim move against us. So, in fact, we probably deserve one, ref. So, go screw.
So while we're in a commercial here, the Steelers, are we worried about them?
Yes. I'm worried about that defense who I've lauded all year for the last 3-4 games has looked porous.
Yeah.
And that's a worry. That's the one thing I thought I could at least depend on. No matter the ups and downs of Russell Wilson and the offense and how things went, I had that defense and I was okay and secure in that. Now you don't have that if I'm the Steelers, and that's a worry. That is a big, big worry if I'm the Steelers. Bills score another touchdown. They are over 30 points as they're killing it. Incomplete pass for the Cowboys here. Turpin was the intended receiver. 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that Steelers defense made. I mean, granted, it's the Chiefs. I don't understand. I understand.
No, but it doesn't matter. Like and even you had the Steelers players come out and being like, "This is beyond unacceptable." You had Mike Tomlin talking about how they're playing like JV ball, unacceptable. Yeah. And then you see Cam Hayward come out and say like, "If 10 people do their job and one person doesn't, we're all fucked anyway." So it's like now everybody's asking the question, "Who's the one person?" Fumble! Oh. Cowboys running the ball. It looks like the ball came out. The officials are digging in the pile. That young lady needs to watch her hands as she digs through that pile. Cowboys lose the ball, and it is the Eagles, and this game is all but securely over. Dowdle got punched in the nuts, and then the ball punched out. And it looked like one of the exciting whites grabbed it. Yeah, number 3 knocked it out.
Hey, Mom, I did it, Mom.
Colts score a touchdown, 28-26. They're going to go for 2 points to try to tie the game against the New York Giants. There is a flag now in the Eagles game.
Oh, on Dallas. He just punched him in the back of the head.
That'll happen. But that's a free 15 yards now.
Yeah.
This referee looks like a emaciated Lou Diamond Phillips to me, and I don't know why. I don't know if anybody even gets that reference, but it kind of does. It looks weird.
I was thinking, I'm like, he looks like a celebrity.
Crafty Southpaw in the chat says, it was only a few weeks ago that I thought the Steelers were the most well-rounded team in the league. They've been embarrassed in every game since. Yeah, the last 3 games. And granted, it was a murderer's row of games for the Steelers. I'm not saying anything like they had to play the Eagles, the Ravens, and the Chiefs in an 11-day span. That's fucking rough. But if you want to be considered one of the better teams, you have to pull at least one of those fucking games out.
Yeah.
And again, their defense did not look good at all. And like I said, with Russell Wilson, you have ups, you have downs. I get that with the offense may not be good. Pickett was out, all that kind of stuff. Or Pickens, sorry. Colts 2-point conversion, no good. Giants still lead 28-26, 10:53 remaining in that game. But you had, if you're the Steelers, you had that defense to rely on. That was our bread and butter, our core. That defense can win us games, even if our offense was shit. Even if we had Kenny Pickett back here, that defense, if we were starting Mason Rudolph like we did last year, we could win games, we could get in the playoffs. So this defense was the solid rock in which we were built on. And in the last 3 games, they have looked porous. They have looked open. They have looked vulnerable. And you can't defend. And again, I've been saying they've been one of the best defenses all season. And for most of the season, I've been right. But these last 4 weeks have not shown the Steelers defense in a fantastic light. And if you can't go into the playoffs the way they're playing, and they really need to be careful. I don't know if they've clinched yet or not, but if they have, I believe they have. I believe they are one of the teams that clinched, because I think only the Broncos, there's only that one spot left. So the Steelers are in the playoffs. But you had a chance to have a home playoff game that now you've given up with the 3 straight losses you've had, and now the Ravens are back in the driver's seat. And they're playing, I think, the Browns next week.
Yeah.
And you have to play the Bengals, who are fighting to get into the playoffs. So now you're gonna have to fight tooth and claw against the best quarterback in the NFL right now. And I say that without hesitation. With all due respect to Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, Joe Burrow is the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Without question to me. And you can't argue against me. I'm right. Shut the fuck up. Buccaneers just got another touchdown, as they're going to go up to 48 to, what is that, 13? 48-14 over Carolina. So it's going to come down to next week for the Atlanta Falcons, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and for the NFC South. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Saquon Barkley. He stays alive and gets about 7 yards on the carry. Second down and 3-ish coming up. Crafty in the chat says the Steelers they have a playoff spot, but they cost themselves the division lead 100%. And yeah, I saw in that Colts 2-point attempt. Great idea, great concept, poor execution. So the Giants maintain a 2-point lead in the game against the Colts, 28-26. .44 remaining here in the game. Hand off to Saquon. Saquon breaks it up to the 42-yard line. First down, Eagles, as they are going to be content to run and eat this clock, which is funny because usually people from Philadelphia eat something that rhymes with clock. But they are instead eating up this clock here and just try to run this game out. And also give Saquon those yards that'll make it a little bit easier to go ahead and get Eric Dickerson's record against the New York Football Giants, which would be, I'm sure, extra sweet to him, and also would make Howie Roseman just jerk off his cock in the suite that he'll have there at MetLife Stadium. Since he and the Eagles have already pissed all over the Giants, you might as well come on us too.
That run right there may have gave him what he needed to average for this game. So
we'll see.
Further makes next week easier.
Raiders interception of the Saints, 19-10. The Raiders are up in that game. They're looking to put that away. A game of two scrubs, but hey, draft position matters to some people. Second and 7. By the way,
Pickett didn't have his shoulder pads on, but he still has jersey on.
Does he? I saw him in his hoodie. I thought he came out in a hoodie. Saquon, that's going to be another first down. Gain of about 10. As we see Eagles fans politely clapping. Gasaquango. I don't know what Gasaquango is, but... Gasaquango. It could be a player's name. I don't know. Gasaquango.
In fact, that we don't know how to spell.
I know how to spell. You Philadelphia. Yeah, you listen. If you're going to have the cue cards, you have to have a space. You have to know where the space is. Stu, Virginia. Handoff here again to Saquon. Big run. He gets to the 30. Gets to the 25. Out at the 23. This is just the Saquon show right now, man. They keep on having Tyler McKee stats up there. Can you put fucking Saquon stats up there, Fox? What the fuck are we doing? Crafty Southpaw says that Josh Allen has played so poorly, they've benched him for Mitch Trubisky. God, that Josh Allen. How can he be an MVP if you're getting benched for Mitch Trubisky? My God, come on. Saquon finally gets a little bit of a breather. He's over 2,000 yards for the season. 2,003 yards rushing.
And what's the record? 21?
2140 something.
Looks like they're gonna start pulling the starters.
So it looks like they got Saquon within like a distance of the game of being able to get there. I think Saquon 100% is an MVP candidate.
Yes.
For the Eagles. He's going back out there.
So Price Ariani called timeout to
acknowledge that he got over 2,000. He got $2,000. So Eagles down to one timeout. That might cost them later. Look
what Crafty Southpaw said.
Chris says Trubisky just threw a 70-yard touchdown pass. Trubisky for MVP. Put him in there. Bench that bum Allen. He don't know what the fuck he's doing. So Jets. Gainwell immediately gets a 3-yard loss.
Put Barkley back in.
So the rushing leaders this year, Saquon has 2,003 yards. Derrick Henry has 1,783. Derrick Henry has 14 touchdowns. Saquon only 13. But then again, about 10 or 11 of those has been straight up fucking stolen by Jalen Hurts. As the Eagles are pulling their offensive linemen now. They're just they are just pulling each other off now. Are the Eagles? Big pet throw, touchdown, Eagles, Devontae Smith.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
And this is where we go ahead and mute Jimbo, and he's muted. I will let you know when you're unmuted, but for right now, you are muted throughout the rest of this extra point attempt as your timeout. You did it. You did it. That's what it is. Giants got a touchdown, by the way, as well. Giants and Eagles both scored a touchdown at the same time. At the same damn time. At the same damn time. Giants and Eagles scoring touchdowns at the same damn time. Two bad bitches at the same damn time. So 40-7 are the Eagles, and now it is 41-7. Eagles lead over the Dallas Cowboys. Jimbo is unmuted now, as he can now speak again.
Can I just say maybe next week's Eagles-Giants game may actually be a good game to watch?
No, it won't be. This is going to be like this. It is going to be like this. The Giants, because again, the Giants, they let the Colts come all the way back on them to where they were a 2-point conversion away from tying it. And I just saw the Trubisky touchdown there on the red zone, as he's got all his players out there mobbing them and congratulating them and doing all that kind of shit. So congratulations to old Mitchy boy. I always like Mitch Trubisky. I think he got a raw deal with how things happened in Chicago and things like that. But Chicago's hard. I mean, Chicago's Chicago, It is what it is. So Buffalo now up 40-0. Jacksonville 20-10 on Tennessee. Tampa Bay with the 48-14 lead on Carolina. Giants 35, Indianapolis 26. Giants have a 9-point lead there, 2-possession lead, if you will. Vegas, they have a 25-10 lead on the Saints. Looks like the Vegas Raiders will go ahead and win that game as well. And as we know, in this game, the Eagles are up 41-7, but only have one timeout remaining, so that could come back to bite them in the end if they need that timeout there. So we'll see how the rest of this game plays out.
Do you think Dallas is just that bad? And like the 4 wins in 5 games is just like a mirage of.
Well, again, you do kind of take into account, but again, they beat the Buccaneers, and that's a good win. Again, they also beat the Giants, so that's what it is. But now you see what the Giants it's honestly the NFL. Winning a game in the NFL, to me, I think if you win a game, however you win it against whoever you win it, if you win, you win.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. Like we're looking at the Colts here. And they're fighting for a playoff spot, and they're losing to a Giants team who won 2 games all year, and who haven't won at home in 2 years, like fucking forever. Yeah. Oh no, wait, we did beat the Eagles in the last game last year. That's right, I forgot about that. So just all this year, the Giants haven't won at home. So, but again, Giants wins, especially at home, have been very few and far between over the last 2-3 years. So the fact that this is happening, it just goes to show you, like, again, you never know who you're facing, how you're going to face them, and, if they're playing good or not. So you take, you take every win, and sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail. And the Cowboys in this game just happen to be the nail. And it is what it is. Cowboys are going to return the kick here. Oh, and they're going to pull it to the 50. There's a flag down to the 25-ish yard line. But we do have a flag, and usually that means it's coming back.
Now, if I'm Sirianni next week, I'm starting Barkley. Just saw the stat there. He only needs 101 yards to break the record.
The Jets have pulled Aaron Rodgers and put in Tyrod Taylor, by the way. Thank you, Hamster, for letting us know that. Crafty Southport says, unless you're at a Diddy party, and then you're always the nail. Now, see, that's a sophisticated joke.
Good one.
That's a good joke. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's highbrow. Oh. Colts are driving on the Giants right now. They are inside the 10-yard line, 3rd and something coming up here. 1st and 10 here for Cooper Rush and Cowboys. Throw caught by Ferguson. He's going to get a gain of about 8 yards. 3rd and 7. The first down is the 1-yard line in the Giants and Colts game. Colts trying like hell to claw themselves back into playoff contention. As we see all the Eagles starters on the bench enjoying each other and pulling each other off. Colts score a touchdown against the Giants. Michael Pittman Jr. there. 2nd and 3. Cooper Rush under center. Hand off to Dowdle. That looks like that's going to be a first down. That is a great question, Crafty. Crafty in the chat says, how the F do the Giants and Colts have over 60 combined points in this game?
Yeah.
But this is not the game you would have figured would have been over. I would have picked the under on this game 100 times out of 100. Extra point is good, and the Colts are now down 2 points, 35-33. So 68 points scored in this game. One away from being so cool. It would have been so great. It would have been nice. But instead, it's not. 1st and 10. Dowdle with the carry. Gain of about 3 yards for the Cowboys running back. 8:24, 23-22 remaining here in the Eagles and Cowboys game at the Lincoln Financial Field. At the Lincoln Financial Field.
Rumors going around. There might be getting a new stadium in the coming years.
Who's that?
Philly.
The Eagle? Really?
Yeah.
Why would you get a new stadium when that place is fucking amazing?
Last week, Laurie sold some of his stock off, and the rumor is he's putting that money off the side to build a new stadium.
Oh, Dowdle breaks loose, gets down to the 44-yard line, 43, 44 there. For the Cowboys, that's going to be 1st and 10. I would just, if you want to, like, massively renovate it maybe, or do stuff like that. But the Linc, that's a great stadium. I'm sorry. Unless he wants to go full dome to try to get a Super Bowl there and shit like that.
And that's the thing. They said he's talking about a retractable roof.
I hate that. I hate that, though, because the retractable domes are never retractable. They always fucking close them, and then they fucking stay closed, and nobody ever fucking... No. Like, that's... I hate that. And, man, the Eagles playing a dome, you lose any and all edge you ever had. Look at the Vikings. Yeah. The Vikings went from playing out in the cold, they played in 4 Super Bowls. You put them in a dome, they ain't been in a fucking Super Bowl since. They're a bunch of pansies now. Same would happen with the Eagles. You go into a dome, you'll never be a great team again.
No, I agree. Football is supposed to be played with weather.
Yeah, I agree.
30 degrees outside and 80 degrees inside the stadium. Like, no.
100%. I hate domes. Unless you're in the south, unless it's too hot, unless it's 96 and muggy all the time, like New Orleans. But like even Miami plays on a fucking open air stadium. So come on, like what are we doing? Open air is the way to go. 3rd down coming up for the Cowboys. I'm sorry, we've been missing some of the action talking about the benefits and non-benefits of domes. 3rd and 6 is indeed what is coming up here for the Cowboys, as the Eagles have their second string defensive players in as well. Cooper Rush in shotgun, takes a snap, throws. That's going to be caught by Turpin, and he's going to get a first down. Out of bounds. 6:37, 35, 34 remaining here. Saquon relaxing on the bench. He's chewing on his mouthpiece. He's got a cross earring in his ear because he is one with the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ Almighty, maker of heaven and earth, for all that is seen and unseen. If you remember your Nicene Creed, you also went to CCD and Catholic Mass, so congratulations to you. So yes, the Eagles, and they're assuming here that the Eagles have clinched the NFC East, which is, I think, a safe assumption to make. So that's how we're looking there. So the Eagles will go no lower than the second seed, but still alive for the number 1 seed, depending on how things shake out with the rest of the games this week, and of course next week being week 18.
I think the only way we could get to number 1 seed is we need the Vikings and Lions to lose this week, and then the Vikings to win next week against Detroit, because we have the better strength of schedule against the Vikings.
Maybe, yeah. Again, you'd have to look at what the playoff scenarios are there. We'll see what the math is after this. But yeah, we'll see. Cooper Rush throws. They're going to say that hit the ground incomplete on 2nd and 8. It's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Cowboys trying to salvage a little bit of something here. Wan'Dale Robinson with a hell of a catch in the Giants game. On a 3rd down play. Yeah, he held on to that ball. That's a catch. Here we go. 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. I'm watching 2 games at the same time. Sorry, everybody. 3rd and 8 for the Cowboys. Cooper Rush fakes the handoff and then just sits down. He's very sleepy. He's very sleepy-eepy. It's been a long game for Cooper. He's very sleepy-eepy boy. He's just got to sit down.
Jesus.
Yeah, as you see, there's never been a repeat champion in the NFC East now for 19 seasons, as the Cowboys won it last year, and now the Eagles will win it this year. Maybe the Giants will win it next year. Shoot me. Anyway. Hamster says Tyrod's got a little bit of spark for the Jets. Devontae Adams also hurt in that game from Crafty Southpaw, giving us that information. Thank you so very much.
Field goal was missed by Dallas.
So Dallas did attempt a field goal here, as Jimbo said.
He doinked it.
And Brandon Aubrey does indeed doink it off of the upright. He doinked it on the outside, so it was no good anyway. No chance of the doink inside. By the way, if you're the Broncos kicker, you just clean out your locker and go home, right? After doinking the game, basically winning, you can clinch a playoff spot. We're in. That's it. All you have to do is make that field goal in what is closer than a extra point spot, and you doink it, and then. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the Cincinnati kicker who did that. My apologies. Yeah, the Cincinnati kicker did that. And then the Broncos had a chance to go down the field. They didn't. They had to punt it. And then Joe Burrow just said, we're not worrying about the fucking kicker. We're just going down. But still, if I'm the Cincinnati kicker, now I know he's there because McManus is not McManus. McPherson. McPherson's hurt. But yeah. You can't do that. I still think it's crazy that the Bengals are alive for a playoff spot, though. Like that is all Joe Burrow, 100%.
And think about earlier in the season when they were like 1-4 or whatever it was, we're already writing them off in the playoffs, and here they are.
Yeah, the Bengals were written off as dead at least 6 different times this year, after bad losses that their defense had given them, and here they are. Like I said, if they make the playoffs, Joe Burrow, I think, has to be the MVP. And if he's not, it's a shame. Hamster in the chat letting us know that Tyrod Taylor has led the Jets to a touchdown pass thrown by Tyrod Taylor in the game against Buffalo. I'm sure Buffalo had their seconds in, though. Anyway, Giants are in a 2nd and goal situation. Throw incomplete from Drew Lock. 3rd and goal coming up.
Unfortunately, Tyrod Taylor won't start next week because his Madden rating isn't higher than
Aaron Rodgers. Not high. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you just can't do that. Garrett Wilson was the touchdown reception there. At least he's not dancing. At least he knows you're down 40 to fucking nothing. We've missed the entire Eagles drive here. They've just been running their 4th down coming up here for the Eagles. They're going to have to punt. To be honest, it's not that we're missing anything. We're just kind of doing a whip around, or doing a little bit of a wraparound, of the league here, seeing what's going on. 3rd and goal for the Giants coming up here, as they're looking to put the game away. 3:05 remaining in that game, in the Meadowlands. Drew Lock is under center. Wan'Dale Robinson in motion. Drew Lock takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Back, has protection, steps up. He's going to run it himself, and he gets in. Touchdown, Drew Lock and the Giants.
See, it was always Danny Dimes' fault.
It was always Danny Dimes' fault, wasn't it? By the way, I think this might be the first time the Giants have scored over 30 points this year, by the way.
I think you matched your season points.
By the way, touchback for the Eagles on the punt. So the Cowboys will get it at the 20-yard line. And the Giants now lead 41-33 with the extra point upcoming. And with the Raiders apparently going to win, I don't know what that does, if that puts the Raiders back into... No, because if the Raiders win, yes, so the Giants will still be fine. The Raiders win, that's fine. What's that?
Oh, we got a crew fuffle.
Oh, look at this. I was looking at the Giants trying to figure that out. All of a sudden, we got helmets off. We've got hair just flowing magnificently in this game.
Man,
he's looking for someone.
Well, 32 should get a penalty.
Well, no. Oh, look at that. That's a criminal act there by the Eagles player. He needs to be arrested.
Look at the cop.
That's not just a penalty. That's arresting.
Watch.
The cop has to. Yeah. Listen, officer, you need to put Brown in handcuffs right there.
He's too busy going like this.
We have flags down. We have flags down. Surprisingly, you wouldn't figure there'd be a flag in that situation, but there we go. We'll see how many. It is Eagles-Cowboys, however, just in case you forgot.
I don't think punches were thrown, just more of a takedowns.
Just gangland violence, that's all.
Yeah.
Typical Philadelphia.
Dallas started it, we just finished it.
Man thought he was in Kensington. If you don't know what that is, Google's your friend. As I see Jalen Carter, used to killing people on the sidelines there, kind of taunting them, letting them know, you're next. Don't make me come after you. We have a personal foul. On who? Personal foul. On who? Okay, so I'm going to assume that those are 2 flags, so that's going to be 13 flags total now since he made 2 things, but he didn't point at anybody. I guess he was just like, it doesn't matter. Personal foul, offset, don't give a shit. Everybody go to hell.
Oh, they got ejected.
Oh, they both got ejected. There you go. So there you go. There's a little something there. Don't get Big Mama mad at you, boy. Big Mama going to let you know. Why didn't you even do anything? Son, don't make me tell you go back there again. I'm going to let you know. Big Mama going to let you know. Kenny Pickett waving goodbye. 10 of 15. He got a touchdown pass. 143 in the yardage.
For as much of shit I gave him going into this game, I'll give him his credit. He played a good game.
They do more than boo Santa Hamster. They physically assault Santa Claus in Philadelphia. Giants, interception of the Colts, returned back to the 17-yard line. That's going to just about do it for the Colts' playoff chances, as they will be eliminated. Giants 42-33, 2:46 remaining in that game. Cowboys from the 20-yard line. Cooper Rush steps back, looks, throws. That's going to be caught, but a gain of 2 yards. Second down coming up. Lipke with the catch for the Cowboys. Jalen Carter still dancing like he was drunk, like that night where he was in the car accident, led his friends to their death in a car accident.
I'm so happy we drafted him.
Says the man, we should have never drafted him. He's what a character issue guy. He kills people. And now you're like that. Now I'm the one who's going like, well, he's on an Eagles now, so I get to make fun of him. So, by the way, the Tampa Bay game is final, 48-14. So Tampa Bay still alive in the NFC South. Depends on what the Falcons do tonight, whether or not they'll be in the driver's seat or not going into next week, but we will see. Bills 40-8 over the New York Jets. Saints are losing to the Raiders 25-10. And Jacksonville, they have the win over Tennessee 20-13. And of course, the Giants are 42-33 over the Indianapolis Colts. And they are again driving after the interception of Joe Flacco, comeback player of the year last year. Not so again. Nobody forget that Joe Flacco won comeback player of the year over somebody who fucking died. Never forget that. Never forget that.
But Joe came in off his couch.
Clearly, coming off your couch is a lot more impressive than coming back from Jesus. Coming back from the heavens. You came back from death. He died. He was dead. No more. And came back to play last year. And well.
Yeah.
And he's played very well this year. Yeah, I think he got injured. He's been injured the last couple of games, unfortunately. But he's played well this year. When you said, "Oh, their starting cornerback is Damar Hamlin," out there was going to be, and he's played very well this year. Drew Lock, first Giant with 300 pass yards and 4 touchdowns since 2014, plus with a rushing touchdown since 2014, since Eli Manning did it. Clearly, Daniel Jones was the problem. Clearly, it was Daniel Jones who was the problem. I get it. I agree. Yeah, no, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear as day now. So clear. Super clear. Crystal clear. Super crystal clear.
Eli shouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yes, he is. He's absolutely a first ballot Hall of Famer. And if you don't think so, you don't know football.
You don't know football because you like Danny Dimes.
You don't know football because you're an Eagles fan. Nobody who's a true student of the game likes that gross, grimy poverty franchise known as the Philadelphia Eagles. It's called Philadelphia for a reason, Jimbo.
It's good to be back.
It's fun. I've missed it. I got to tell you. 2nd and 9 after the 2-minute warning here. Cooper Rush is going to hand off, and Zeke Elliott gets a yard. Giants with a field goal here on 4th down. Kick is up, and it is good. 45-33. The Giants now have a 12-point lead over the Colts.
Thank you, Dallas, for not calling timeouts.
Yeah, they know what this is.
Yeah.
Hamster says he knows football.
Says the person that, we're going to win the Super Bowl.
It says Michael Penix Jr. He's going to win. He's going to win Rookie of the Year and Super Bowl MVP. Maybe he'll win Super Bowl MVP, just not this year.
Yeah. Just remember, Hamster, 28-3.
No, I wasn't going to do it. I was like, I'm restraining because everybody fucking does it. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. And then you had to go and do it. Now we both look bad. We're lumped into it now. And I said I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do it, but you had to go and do it.
Hey, he said the Eagles were going to lose today, so he started his trash talk early.
You said the Eagles were going to lose today.
I just said I picked Dallas to win. I didn't say anything about losing.
This is what I've had to deal with for the last 13 years, ladies and gentlemen. Cowboys punt the ball, 103 left. The Eagles are just going to be able to go ahead and kneel on this and end the game. This is what I've had to deal with for a decade and almost a decade and a half. Is this level of conversation. Hamster does say, remember when we beat y'all this year?
Felt bad for you.
Oh, was it Crafty that said the Super Bowl MVP? I just figured it was anything Falcons. I usually just attribute it to you. So
yeah.
Sorry about that, Hamster. I didn't mean to misquote or misrepresent. My apologies. It's just as Philly fans ain't that bright. Well,
I mean, you look at the two clips out there. One guy chanting "Eagles fly, and then ran into a subway post, and then the girl spelling out the Eagles.
Eagles, or Eagles, Eagles.
And the boyfriend just looking at her like.
And let's not forget, of course, the Eagles fan who's ate horse shit after you won the Super Bowl. So again,
that's the Florida State fan.
No, he never. At least he had some respect for himself and said, no, I'm not doing that. Eagles kneel on the ball. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final of the game. The Eagles defeat the Dallas Cowboys 41-7. They have clinched the NFC East as they are now NFC East champions once again, overtaking last year's champion, the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are now 4-2 in their last 6 games, instead of 4-1 in their last 5, as they lost to the Eagles here. The Cowboys will play Washington next week, whereas the Eagles will take on the New York Football Giants there at the Linc to close out the season. Just checking in on some of these other games here as we see updated playoff picture. Detroit top seed currently at 13-2. Philadelphia 13-3 has secured at least the second spot. The Rams at 10-6 have the third spot. Tampa Bay at 9-7 currently have the fourth spot. Minnesota at 13-2. Green Bay 11-4. Washington at 10-5 round out the rest of the playoffs. Depending on what the Falcons do tonight, we will see who is in the driver's seat next week. As far as the NFC South, if the Falcons lose tonight to Washington, then the Buccaneers are in driver's seat. If they win, they're in. If the Falcons win tonight, then it would take a Falcons loss and a Buccaneers win for the Buccaneers to get the NFC South. All the Falcons would have to do is win, and they would be in. So that is where we're looking at as far as the NFC playoff picture. Let me do one last check here of some of the scores here, and we'll let you know what's going on here. Of course, Buffalo and the Jets 40-8. That game no longer really that close. I mean, they still got a chance, I guess. You can always say that now. No, so that's where the Giants, of course, are up 45-33 over the Colts, and that game is just about over as well. Vegas 25-10 over New Orleans. And again, Jacksonville beat Tennessee 20-13. Tampa Bay beat Carolina 48-14. And this game that we just watched with us, Philadelphia 41-7. Jimbo, final thoughts on this game and just so far on the 1 o'clock games as a whole here.
I mean, that first quarter, I was nervous. The way it was going, I was like, man, if we keep Dallas around, they're going to pull out the win. And then second quarter, Barkley said, okay, fine, I'll start playing. Kind of went how I thought it would go. Like, I thought it would be a blowout. Hopefully Kenny Pickett is good to go next week in case Hurts doesn't clear. I start Barkley next week. I start him. It's only 100 yards. He could get down 2 runs. Once he breaks it, sit his ass down.
I think it's 140, 130 something. I think he has to get. I don't know the exact number. We'll probably find that out. Maybe somebody can do it because I don't know what it is. But it's. I think it's more than 100, but less than 150. So it's somewhere in there. But it depends. And does he want to break that record against his former team, his good friends there at the New York Football Giants? Does he want to do that?
Wants to do the bird to them. Throw the bird at them.
Giants, I thought they got a sack. Is it a turnover? It looks like a turnover. Giants got the ball, 153 left. That game is indeed over. Joe Flacco stepped back. He was looking to throw. Kayvon Thibodeau, Mr. Invisibility. He was actually able to get there, knock the ball out from Flacco. Giants recover the fumble. Giants have defeated the Colts. The Colts are now eliminated from the NFL playoffs with this loss. When we all said, the Colts, it's guaranteed, Colts are going to win. I picked the Giants. Oh, by the way, and I did want to say this too because I think it was Hamster said, who did you guys pick for the rest of these games? I had my picks in here. Hold on, let me look it up. For these games today, and I picked these. I just want to say I picked these games because I was just like, let me just pick the opposite of what I normally would and see what happened. I picked the Giants over the Colts because I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. The Giants won. I picked the Jets. That turned out what it was. Titans, that turned out to be a loss. Raiders, that was a win. Panthers, that was a loss. Cowboys, that was a loss. And then I got the Browns and the Vikings coming up in these 4 o'clock games. So, again, I had picked the opposite of who I thought was going to win. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But, because, again, I'm out of the contention in my own picks, in the family picks. So that's what I was doing there. But, so if you wanted to know who I would have picked, that was the opposite of what my picks actually are. But I just decided to have fun with it. And I'm glad I did because, hey, the Giants got to fucking win. Who would have saw that coming? I didn't see that coming. Did you see that coming? I didn't see that coming.
An offensive juggernaut now.
Look at us, baby. You sign Drew Lock long term. Here we go. Let's watch Joe Shane try to fucking do that. I would be like, that wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me in the least fucking bit. Which is why we have to get rid of him. But anyway, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us once again here on Stay Tuned Sports. Again, we do apologize for the extended absence that we do have, that we kind of broke our own promise to you. We said earlier that we were going to be consistent, always on here with the content, and just things, again, life gets in the way of a lot of things. Still, not an excuse. I'm not saying anything like that, but we are certainly going to try to ramp back up here. Again, we got college football to watch again. We got some hockey to watch. The fucking Devils are doing it. Let's go. Devils are looking good. So we have some of that. Wrestling. We're going to start covering wrestling again. Monday Night Raw on Netflix is coming. We got, of course, the premium live events we'll cover. Royal Rumble's coming up. I think definitely we're going to cover the Rumble. We're definitely covering the Rumble. So we'll be doing that as well. So lots and lots and lots and lots of good stuff coming up here. And thank you for sticking around. Thank you for dealing with us. Thank you for putting up with us and all our delays. And we certainly do thank you. But for your good friend Jimbo, I'm your boy King. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your football Sunday.